And broadcast is live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ordinary Extraordinary, episode 10. Can you believe it? 10.
And they said it wouldn't last. Okay, no, they didn't.
I didn't think it would. Episode is entitled The Unquiet Sense of Something Lost. I'm not going to get into where we left off because we have a new player who, while vaguely familiar with the goings-on, I don't want to reveal too much to, except through the course of everything that happens. So we reached pretty much a nice cutoff point last game, so we'll continue on from there. It has been roughly about a week and a half since Halloween. Some crazy crap has gone down since then. Some revelations have been had by some. So let me pick up with Hicks and Krista. You actually are both artists, and you both have some of the same classes together. Let's just say on this particular day, Krista, go ahead and give me a two nosy neighbor rolls.
So wait, that's how many dice?
One.
One.
Yeah, that's one.
So two of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
First one's a 5.
Okay.
And the second one is a 6.
Okay. You happen to notice back at the dorm that that crazy baking chick, dancing baking chick, has this weird ring on. Looks for the most part like it was made for a guy, kind of like a clunky class ring type deal, or maybe a signet ring of some sort. But you noticed in class that German exchange student, Hicks, has the exact same ring. So that's just something that you picked up on with your little bit of nosiness.
Pretty ring. It's shiny.
David, you disappeared and came back, but you're not in. Under video, anyway. I can see you in chat, though. And he left. Okay. Hopefully he'll come back in. So go ahead, Hicks, and give me a exchange student roll.
This is 9.
Okay. As an exchange student, you're really well versed at people staring at you like you're out of place, and you notice that one artsy chick in your class is keeps checking you out.
Ooh.
Okay. What do I notice about her?
Well, you haven't given me a description, Ellie, so...
Would you like me to give you one now?
Yes, and everybody while we're at it.
All right. Big, frizzy, curly red hair. Very, very pale, very, very green eyes. Kind of sallow, but oddly perky looking in the face.
Suddenly it occurs to me what I didn't open yet.
Okay, so a geeky version of Claire with frizzy hair.
Kind of, yeah.
More or
Okay.
less.
We are not related, though.
No.
Okay. And what kind of class is this where we meet?
It's an art class.
Yeah, it's one of your drawing classes.
Mhm.
Let's say it's life study.
Okay. Well, when I catch her, I'll just walk over to her after class, and since inspired by her hair, I ask. Oh, no, wait. This is last year, right? This is 2011.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, did you see? You're Krista, right?
Yes.
Did you see the trailers for Brave?
I get that surprisingly often.
Oh, sorry.
Did you see the trailers for Hostel 2? Or Saw. Saw is good. Great for ideas.
Say, I was interested about your style, how you're painting, well, how you're drawing. I thought we could meet sometime and compare our notes and our.
Oh, come on! You want to show her your etchings?
Are you gonna draw me like your college girls?
John, you're making faces. Is he stuck? No. Okay. I was getting worried there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. How about meeting up sometime? What do you say?
Sure. But I have questions of my own.
Okay. Shoot.
I'll wait till then.
Okay. What are you into? What kind of meeting place?
Somewhere that sells bacon, preferably. Girl in my dorm keeps cooking all this organic health food, and I can't take it.
You don't have to eat it.
Okay,
It's
there.
free.
Fine, I won't. Next time I'll just pour bacon grease all over your cupcakes.
And then I'll pour bacon grease on you, preferably when it's boiling.
Ooh, kinky.
Okay.
Let's go party.
I'm pretty sure that's not how those work.
Especially not with hot bacon fat.
Okay. Yeah, there's a cool place called the Drafty Kilt. Not far away. How about there? I guess they have whatever.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah, they have some bacon jalapeno poppers on their menu. Not exactly period for the kilt, but you know,
Mm,
It's all about
bacon.
profit anyway.
Murdoch gets away with it.
Yeah, and we can make fun of people singing karaoke there.
That'll be
You're
interesting.
gonna go make fun of the poor professor? That's so mean.
They're used to me making fun of him anyway.
Okay. So how about tomorrow night?
Sounds good. I've got a art show right after dinner, but I've got up until about 5 o'clock free.
Okay, settled.
All right.
Okay. Um, John, I'm assuming
Yes.
you are in your office.
Well, I do have a life outside the.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So
But you seemed very enamored of your desk, so I just wanted to make sure.
I may do homework there some nights, but I do have to put in regular appearances.
Okay.
So,
Just a
dorm.
question.
He's otherwise he's not changing his lifestyle. He's still
Okay.
staying in his dorm room. He's still jumping out the window frequently.
Okay. How much have you looked through the desk and the filing system that's there? That was mostly empty, but not entirely.
Mostly empty, but not entirely. He would at least familiarize himself with the filing system.
Okay. Not too much. It's just a few folders. One is the initial case review for them coming into the area. When you flip through it, you really get a kick out of. Apparently, it was written by Bao. And you really get a kick out of one particular entry. It's it's dated and whatnot at the top, but it says
Was it before or after the first professor went flute de shooby?
it is basically when you saw the vehicles.
Okay.
And this particular entry is starts off with I thought Clarkson was going to shit himself.
Okay, so there's maybe a bit of rivalry between those two.
Yeah, it says that's how it starts off. I thought Clarkson was going to shit himself. We were conducting surveillance outside of foul territory. Oh, God, can you believe that name? And one of the potential suspects / recruits came out and knocked on the door, or knocked on the window and offered us wings. Honestly, thought Clarkson would die. So yeah, you got a kick out of that little entry.
Oh, poor Clarkson.
So apparently it was apparently both of them were in that particular vehicle.
They hit it well.
Yes.
Good for them.
Other than that, you continue with your time. Now you have made the acquaintance of the reliquary downtown. Did you wish to try to scale that?
It is tempting. It is so tempting. On the other hand, I would like to know what I'm getting into. Is there any record of the reliquary in the organization's records?
Just that it was built during the reconstruction of Ravenhurst, and that it was basically set up as a monument to Thalia, one of the Greek muses, and set up kind of like a time capsule. It's completely sealed. There is what looks like could be a doorway about halfway up, but it's completely, all stone. It's kind of like a bell tower that doesn't have the entries on it.
It's just
have the interior access.
You said a plain steeple, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
On top.
Yep. And
That is a very spooky sounding building.
it's basically it's got its own little plaza around it, landscaping and whatnot. But one side of it does back onto the street, and
Hmm.
that's where the one entryway that you had
That
hopped
we know
through
of,
before.
that it faces.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting. Almost every location in town is significant in some way, but that is just a monument. I find that suspicious, but I'm not sure this is a bear I should poke just yet.
No problem. Um,
Still, I'll walk around it. Let's have a look. There's another unresolved mystery we have.
mhm.
Where is the octagonal room? You'd have to imagine that would be someplace around town somewhere.
You would think.
Mm-hmm. And it has no doors or windows other than the gateways.
Correct.
Well, we still don't know where door number 5 leads to
True that.
in that room because we couldn't get it
Mhm.
open.
Yeah, we have one door that's out of order. I'm not sure if Brad will have any information on that or not.
We'll have to ask him because, I mean, it might be useful eventually.
Or it could come back to haunt us if we don't do something about it.
Right. There's that too.
Of course, if it comes out into the president's house, then we can understand why it was closed off then.
Yes, Area 51. No, seriously, it's Area 51
Shit
on your map.
happens.
Yeah.
So, other than that, things sort of settle back down. You guys don't hear from Jane for a few days. You guess she's busy studying up on her recently acquired book.
Mm-hmm.
The professor gets back.
With any luck, the enticement to a near infinite supply of knowledge might be enough to keep her in the organization.
Yeah. The professor gets back to everyone with their test results.
I still can't believe he has no monkey in him.
No monkey, no rabbit.
Basically, everyone comes up clean. Yeah, everyone just running over everything again. Other than that, things settle back down. So yeah, you can explore to your heart's content various areas you haven't been, or investigate anything you may want to investigate, or just go about your life as usual.
Well, let's see. Maybe it is time to poke the bear. Wander around the reliquary a bit, look for any signs that there were openings on the ground level in the past.
Not really. It's all solid walls with decorative archways, almost exactly like the decorative archways on level 3 of the library.
Fancy that.
Yep.
And I bet none of them are functional either.
Well, just the one.
But that one's across the street from it, isn't it?
No. It's actually on the
The
reliquary
okay.
itself.
Okay. It is beginning to look like. Now, which muse was Thalia again?
Muse of Comedy.
Okay. Awfully austere building for something dedicated to the muse of comedy. Then there's one possibility I really don't want to consider. Or let out. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a curiosity, but I'm not going to let it get to me now.
okay, no problem.
There is actually something else I do want to explore.
No
The
problem.
second tunnel we found.
Okay. Um,
Because we found that second trail that runs under the library.
Well, there's the one that runs under the library. You went to that one. There was the other one that went off that actually ran parallel to College Avenue, headed in a southeasterly direction.
Okay.
So it was.
Put this one over here. Bring this up. Parallel to College Avenue, you say?
Yes.
And that would be from about there. Yeah, I think we need to get to know our tunnel complex a little better.
Okay.
So, flashlight and Soapy Super Soaker in hand.
Okay. Are you going alone?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not. I don't think it's so much I'm going alone as I don't want to bother anybody with this if nothing happens.
Okay. You get down to the bridge and hello.
Hi there.
Me remember you.
I remember you too. Don't have much in the way of rocks on me, though, I'm afraid.
It's okay. You were with nice lady. Me no charge, toll.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Next time.
All right.
And you go on in. Yep, still as much dust as ever. But you can see the paths where you guys have been through before. You get down to the central chamber that's basically directly underneath Bartlett Hall.
Okay, slight retcon here.
Uh-huh.
I would also have gone down with a potato and 2 CFLs.
Okay.
Yeah. The potato to remove the broken bulbs.
Okay.
And the CFL replacements.
Nice. Okay.
The funny thing is they won't last as long as the original Edisons.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
Okay. You get a nice... they're actually quite a bit dimmer than the Edisons, too. and they give off a whiter light. The Edisons are almost pure yellow light. And pretty bright. And sharp in the amount of light they give off. I mean, it basically forms a cone underneath the lights.
Interesting.
Whereas the fluorescence, you actually get some lighting up on the ceiling.
I could see that as a good thing. I may have to rediscover the Edison light bulb recipe.
And you head on down. You get to that central chamber. And you can see the footsteps going off to the right that lead to underneath the library, and then off to the left at roughly a 45-degree angle from where you are now. Goes straight to that other tunnel that you guys didn't look down.
Okay, well, I'm going to note the library entrance in chalk on the archway as library this way, and then.
Sure, let's map it out for all the people that shouldn't know where everything is.
I don't like unlabeled things.
Okay.
Besides, I don't want to get turned around down here.
And you head off. That central chamber is actually lined with similar archways. The construction is pretty similar
I know,
to everything else you've seen.
I know, that theme is popping up a lot.
Yep, it's stone arches, and they're filled with brick.
Let's check to see if... Same symbology over the top, approximately? Nothing that actually looks functional, though?
No inscriptions or anything. It's just the stone arches. The only ones that have been activatable have had symbols.
Right. And these don't have symbols.
No.
Okay.
But it looks like it was all the same architect.
Fascinating.
So you
I
continue.
may have to read up on that later. I am continuing.
Okay. After a bit of a trek, you feel like you've probably gone maybe about a half a mile or so. Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell down here in the dark.
Hardly worthy of a sweat, yeah.
Yeah, it curves. The tunnel starts to curve up, and you're basically heading at a 90-degree angle away from what you think was College Avenue.
Okay.
So kind of like you're walking back in towards the campus.
All right, which is kind of what I expected eventually.
You get...
Let's see where this leads.
Okay. After not very far, you open up into another chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a pathway that goes directly in front of you, and one that leads to your right.
Directly ahead or to the right? I'm going to try to the right first.
Okay. That one goes on for a while, and then curves to the right.
Which should take me back toward College Avenue.
Yes. Go ahead and give me a Sweats the Small Stuff roll.
Not very much small stuff sweated this time. 5.
Okay. Yeah, you think that's the general direction you're heading. You go on a little bit further, and give me one more roll.
That is a 6.
Okay, you're actually going down now.
Okay.
And one more roll.
That is also a 6.
You kind of don't want to go any further.
Yeah. Okay, it sounds like I head back and take the second passage I found in the second opening.
Okay. You head forward on that, and after a bit you come to another chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a stairwell leading up.
I don't remember that before. Okay, okay. This is after I took the.
No. I'm sorry. This is you got back to that one chamber.
Got back to that one
straight
chamber.
ahead.
Mm-hmm.
From where you were going before, and you come to another chamber after a little bit. In that another chamber, there is a stairway leading up.
Let's see where that leads.
Okay. This stairway looks almost exactly similar to the one that is in the amphitheater.
Amphitheater. Mm-hmm.
You go up, and there is... it's a spiral. You go up, and you're faced with a wall almost identical to the... what time of day are you doing this?
I would be doing it in the... well, sometime I don't have classes or anything, so let's say evening.
Okay. Okay, there is a door, a doorway similar to the one at the amphitheater. There are the 3 switches, and there's the stone wall in front of you. Go ahead and give me a Sweats the Small Stuff roll.
That is a 7. My dice are very slowly warming up.
You you hear voices and music on the other side of the wall.
Voices and music. Okay, I want to identify the music.
Sounds Give me another roll.
6.
It's you think it's the local rock station.
Local rock station? That wouldn't be on the campus, though, would it?
No.
The campus doesn't have a radio station.
They do, but that's not what you're hearing.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to set my phone to record, stick up it against the wall for a minute or so, see if I can pick up anything beside music.
Like I said, you hear some voices.
There's some chatter.
Yeah, some chatter going on. Go ahead and give me one more roll.
5.
You think you hear the word dryer sheets?
Dryer sheets? Dryer sheets. Okay, I'm getting out of there.
Okay. You're gonna head all the way back?
I'm going to head all the way back. Well,
Okay.
see if I can find a good piece of rock for Rocky on the way back, and I kind of doubt I will, but
Well, actually, in the area where you had all the broken Edison bulbs, you actually have some of the stonework in there was damaged.
By what?
Whatever damaged the bulbs.
It was enough to not only damage the bulbs, but the stonework.
Yes.
Interesting.
And
a little creepy.
Yep. You pick up a couple of chunks. It's actually the stonework is actually made out of a kind of a blue granite.
Okay. I think he said he's partial to granite, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
You head out. He's like, "Oh, you back?"
Yes, I am. Had a brief bit of an exploration in there. Bit of stonework.
Oh, thank you. No sound of crunching. He just puts it in his mouth, goes a couple of times, and yet there's no sound of stone breaking or anything.
Integration at the molecular level, perhaps.
Blue stone, good.
I have a few more chunks for you. I'll be seeing you.
Bye. Come back
Later.
anytime. Anytime. And of course you hear the scraping of stone on stone as he kind of settles around under the bridge. And Claire, what have you been up to?
Trying to catch up on some of my dance exercises and whatnot.
Okay.
I've been neglecting it.
Yeah, just a little. Only problem is when you go into your closet, your favorite pair of dance shoes are missing.
Really?
Who the hell would take my shoes? Fine, I will have to take my backup ones, but I'm going to be looking into who took them.
Okay. They're not where you left them, or where you thought you left them. You generally keep pretty good track of them.
Is my roommate around?
Yeah. She hasn't seen him.
Okay, well, I'll have to figure it out later then.
Okay. You go off to practice. In walking to the studio, you walk past John walking up the hill from under the bridge.
Having
Oh!
a little fun?
Pardon?
You froze up there, Emmy.
Yes, I did too. I think.
I said having a little fun.
I don't know about. Well, I'm not sure if it's fun or reconnaissance. I'm also not sure why a rock radio station would be talking about dryer sheets.
What?
No, I was exploring the second underground corridor we found.
Oh.
Took a series of turns, found a spiral staircase up, and on the other side of the door, which was very much like the one at the amphitheater, I heard what sounded like a rock music station. Except it would have been on campus, I'm pretty sure, and I don't think we have a radio station on campus that plays that kind of music and talks about dryer sheets.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the radio that you heard talking about dryer sheets.
Okay, it was the someone in the background.
It was someone. The radio sounded like it was in the background.
Okay.
So all you could really hear of the radio was the bass, which led you to establish that it was probably the rock radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could hear people chattering over top of it.
Okay, so not so much a radio station as a room with people in it, some of whom were talking about dryer sheets.
Yes.
And I got some other snippets of conversation if I can just make them out. Or enhance them.
Yes.
Okay.
What can I say? I've developed some strange habits since, well, yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. And this doesn't even get into the subscription to the Fortean Times.
Well, have fun with the dryer sheets conversation.
I just want to know where that thing comes up, just so we're not surprised by it in future.
Has anything gone missing from your room?
Not yet that I know of.
Someone took my dance shoes.
Well, let's see. I doubt we've had a Fey leak.
No, I don't, because my first thought was Buck, but he is not out. Or else I'd be heading there right now.
So you were headed down toward the tunnels? Or?
No,
okay.
Studio.
Okay. Studio? Can I come with you?
You know, what's on the wall and all that great stuff.
Yeah, Yeah, maybe it's best I don't go there.
Probably a good idea.
Oh, well, okay.
Well,
Okay.
tell me if anything goes missing.
I will do so. In fact, if that happens, I'll raise the alert.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And I shall wander on.
Okay. I'm gonna let a little time pass now, so that we can get to the
Next day.
the next afternoon, for the big. I'll show you yours if you show me mine meeting at the kilt. So yeah, let's see. Krista, you actually make your way to the kilt first. You get there, you don't see that that Andreas guy, or I'm sorry, that guy Hicks. See, I screwed up anyway. You don't really see him hanging around yet, anyway. So you make your way over to one of the tables and sit down with one of your sketchbooks. Oddly enough, you couldn't find one of your older ones that you were particularly proud of. You may have just misplaced it somewhere, and you're just not sure where. But you couldn't find it. And that one had some sketches in it and some really nice, well inked drawings that you were particularly proud of. But it'll turn up.
Great. My poor sketchbook.
Well,
Somebody will pay.
It's not like you don't have a bajillion of the damn thing.
Yes, but they are special to me, each and every one. Take my sketchbook, you may as well sign a death warrant.
Okay. And you settle down, waitress comes over, gets your order. The bacon jalapeno poppers. They do have alcohol or whatever Krista would like. Although you do have a gallery showing this evening, so maybe.
I think we'll stick with coffee.
Yeah, getting plastered now would probably not be a good thing.
Well, yeah, and the questions I have, I kind of don't want to be plastered if I want to remember to ask them.
Good point. And I want to take a quick break, mainly because I've had too much to do. And then when I get back, Hicks, you'll come in. Okay?
Okay. No, David's gone too.
We've been abandoned.
He just disappears sometimes. Doesn't even say anything. He just walks away.
Well, he's training to be a ninja. That would be my guess. No harm in that.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Hicks, you wander in, a couple of your sketchbooks under your arm. However, one of your pens is missing from your inking set. You don't know where it got to.
Okay.
It was not really your favorite one. I mean, you didn't actually even use it all that often, so you don't know when you could have taken it out, but it just wasn't in the box with the others.
Okay, then I also make a quick check of all the rest of my stuff.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay.
Actually, I'm going to back up a bit. You're actually walking downtown on your way to the kilt. When you're wondering where it got to.
Okay.
You're already running late because you already ransacked your room looking for it. Wasn't there. You figure maybe you'll check class next time you're in there. Maybe you left it there. Just no idea really where it is. Go ahead and give me a comic book roll.
17. Wow.
Whoa! Holy crap! Okay. You look up out of your daze. You know, you're pondering where you could have left this, and you look up and you happen to see what looks to be a homeless woman pushing a cart walk kind of walk into one of the back alleyways off of Short Street. Is that right? Yes. No, sorry, River Road. Walk into an alleyway that actually runs from River Road to Short Street. And you find it a little unusual because you've never seen any homeless people in Ravenhurst. I mean, it's a really, really small town. I mean, you're sure they're around, but there's a pretty good homeless shelter just outside of town. But you've never actually seen anyone
Pushing
as
carts.
quintessentially, as let's say, clichédly homeless as this woman appears.
Oh.
Okay. Do I see her face?
No. You just see the back of her. She's wearing a long woolen skirt. You can't see her feet, and she's got on looks like a really large sweater jacket, and looks like she's actually wearing a bowler hat as well, and her hair is all long and not really matted, but knotted and a little quite a bit in disarray.
Okay. Yeah. Even if I run late, I feel the obligation to take a look where she's going. So
Okay.
I'll stay on my side of the street, but I'll go
Same side of the street.
Same side of the street. Okay.
Yep,
So
she was just about a half a block in front of you when she turned down the alleyway. When you get up there, you see her walking down the alleyway. She's just basically at the other end of it, on the other side, the other street, Short Street, and you see her turn out onto the street there.
The time.
Yeah,
Okay.
the kilt's just down the road from you a little bit.
Okay, I think I'm sure she will be late a bit, so I can take the time to take one more look after the homeless lady.
Okay. You head down the alleyway. It's a little cramped. Not looks like it's about big enough to fit maybe her shopping cart through it. It's not very big. You get down. Smells a bit. Garbage, a little urine maybe. You get down to the other side. You come out on Short Street, and you look both ways, but you don't see her.
I'll look up.
Go ahead and give me a comic book roll.
Okay. 15.
Okay, no, you don't see anything.
Huh. Okay. I'll have to remember and report this later.
Okay.
Okay, then I head back to the drafty kilt
Okay.
and look for red hair.
Okay. Krista, about 10 minutes after you walked in, that guy from art class walks in. He's got some sketchbooks under his arm. He's late.
You know, my father taught me an old adage. To be early is to be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable.
Yeah, My only apology would be that I'm from another country, but, but I guess.
Sorry, we're always late in Germany.
But I guess I'm long enough here to should have learned the ways. So I just can offer you my apologies. Still,
Welcome back, David.
Thank you.
so, but I hope it was not too long. You didn't. I hope it wasn't too long to get you restless or anything.
No, I've got food coming. Food makes me happy. Although I gotta ask, I don't suppose you've seen anybody with an old sketchbook, brown leather, sort of worn around the edges, tooling around, have you?
I didn't get that right. No.
Have you seen anybody carrying an old brown sketchbook with worn edges all around it, somewhere around campus? It's got,
No,
little gold etchings on it.
not that I noticed.
No, I've got a sketchbook missing. It just irritates me.
No.
When I find who took it, they're going to be sorry.
I understand that. What was in it?
Just a bunch of drawings from when I was in high school. Going through a rather hard time at the time, and the sketches mean an awful lot. Nothing to anybody else, really. Just it's a personal thing.
Okay. So I'd say we just begin to compare our sketches, the ones we have here, and try to take to get a feel of your character and who you are.
Oh, I was born in Ohio. Wound up coming out here after my sister went off to college. Yeah, my parents, they're great. They decided randomly to just, up and leave and not bother to tell me and my sister. So when we came home, there was nothing. So we just kind of worked from there. I'm terribly OCD. If you smudge any of my drawings, I will chop off your fingers. Happily. And you have a very interesting ring there. I've seen it before.
Really? Where?
The dorms. There's this dancer girl that's got one very similar. It's got me fascinated.
Okay. Yeah, I know her.
I sort of figured. And I figure since she works very hard to make it not noticeable amongst other people, that there's probably a reason for that.
No. It's pretty obvious design, don't you think?
It is, but she works very hard at not flashing it about constantly. She's very careful about it. She doesn't take it off, but she's very careful about not making it flashy.
Well, I think it's generally not a good thing to flash jewelry around.
Not generally, no, but she strikes me as the sort of person that, once she gets something sparkly, everybody has to see it.
Yeah, but we are not here to talk about other people.
Oh, but I am. You approached me. Now I have questions and I want answers. There are strange things, and I'm sure if you take a look at some of the last drawings in that sketchbook, if you are at all involved with the same things that the dancer girl is, I'm sure they're going to make you pause. She's paused. She doesn't say anything, but she just keeps walking.
Okay.
She sees those pictures.
So?
Sketches of things I've seen around campus. Odd things. Things that shouldn't be here. Things.
Yeah.
Perhaps you ought to explain to me what it is I drew. Because I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm interested. Show me the drawings.
One of them, the first one you open to, is of where's my map? Of a view of a sketch of Adam's circle at night, and there are lots of little glowy lights everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
frolicking around the center of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Frolicking is fun.
Who doesn't love a good frolic now and then?
Oh yeah. So what do you suppose those are?
Yeah, you got them quite well. I think I saw something very similar myself, but I haven't taken the time to sketch them down. Maybe I should.
Might be a good idea.
So, and I'm pretty impressed how lifelike you got the surroundings.
I've got OCD. That's part of the charm.
You flip a couple more, and there's a rather lovely negative silhouette of the moon with a large leathery wing superimposed over top of it.
Oh ho!
There's an interesting reaction.
When did you see that?
Okay! Hicks. Stick, poker face. 0 dice.
Well, it's precisely the reaction I wanted. You know what I drew. I don't know what I drew, but you do.
Disconcerting.
No, I can't really say I know what
I've
you.
never seen this before in my life.
Don't lie to me. No.
No, I don't. I
I've been
heard.
watching you very carefully.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
You're a horrible liar.
Yeah.
Claire is a better liar than you,
very-
and she's telling me there's no soy in those cupcakes. And I know she's lying.
But she's smiling the whole time.
So, perhaps you should explain.
I wish I could. I'm looking for more about this leathery thing myself. I passed it only once, and I more heard it than saw it. So I'm glad somebody got a good look at it.
What do the rings mean?
What?
You know, the giant chunk of metal resting on your finger. What do the rings mean? And why do you and the dancer from my dorm have the same ones?
Well, it's. I'm sure there are more people with this kind of ring.
I'm sure, and I'm sure you all know each other.
Yeah.
Not
It's,
necessarily.
okay, I think it's time to tell the truth. It's some kind of club. You know, there are these student club kind of things, and
It's a
I'm involved in
European
many.
sex club. Yeah.
Hey, don't you dare! Claire will end you.
Nah, I believe it's a club. But I believe that's about 80% of the truth. There's a 20% you're not telling me. And I will find out if you don't tell me now.
yeah. Did you
I'm
see
sneaky.
Did you see the movie Fight Club?
Well, you've already broken the first 2 rules then. You don't talk about it. Hello?
Yeah, they do it all the time in Fight Club, right?
Yeah, well, look how well that worked out.
So, but back to the leathery thing. When did you see it, and where exactly did you see it?
I saw it the last full moon on Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and never afterwards. And where exactly was that?
In front of the moon.
It was in front of the moon, yeah.
From
I don't know
which
if it means
vantage?
where around campus, but it's in front of the moon.
From
You do most
campus.
of your drawing in Adam's circle, which is right outside the dorm.
Okay, yeah, I draw mostly outside Adam's circle.
Okay. So, which direction was that from Adam's circle? Sorry if I'm if I'm sticking to this topic so much, but I'd really like to know where this thing got to.
Hicks, this way.
Yes.
Northeast?
Straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah. If it's
Okay.
The moon was
up there.
almost directly overhead.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, generally that's where the moon is, unless, there's something odd going on and it's now sitting on the ground.
Or it's rising or setting.
Yeah.
One more European thing.
Oh, the moon comes down on the ground where you live?
Sometimes pretty. Sometimes it really is.
Yes, we have a crew of specially trained Belgians to clean it.
Yeah, and
Wax on, wax off. I would have thought it would have been the French, since it is actually made of cheese.
yeah, they put the holes in it all the time.
I would like to mention the trees do talk to me, Hicks. You may not think that they do, but they do.
The trees.
They may
What
not
are-
always be accurate, but in this particular instance, I think that they are, and I know that you know more than you're telling me.
So, and what exactly do the trees tell you?
They tell me to keep on you until you spill the beans.
Wow. These are pretty straightforward trees.
Trees.
Hate to break this to you, Hicks, your new girlfriend is very clingy.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. What about let's go somewhere more quiet. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. However, I'm not all that fond of, going into the dark with a strange person I barely know who's clearly keeping a secret. For all I know, you could be trying to kill me with my jalapenos. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and right when you say trying to kill me, your plate of jalapeno poppers arrives, and the waitress kind of looks at both of you a little worried, drops the plate and backs off. I'm not getting involved in this one. Although you do notice she's taking a detailed description of Hicks. Well, she's looking at him anyway and writing in her order pad.
I don't know if you know this, but the waitress is watching you very intently. Now,
I'm taking a sideways look at the waitress and try to see if I've seen her anywhere before.
Yeah, she works here. You've seen her here plenty of times.
Just the same old waitress.
Yeah, it's just that she happened to overhear Krista say that, for all I know, you want to kill me. As she laid down the... So she's taking a description in case the police show up later.
Law-abiding citizens. I love them. Okay.
I tell you
that
what,
could-
we can
that
go
could be a
somewhere more
shtick.
quiet.
That could be a
If-
shtick in itself.
You get a
If-
hold of Claire and have her meet us there, because that
Oh,
girl doesn't eat
jeez.
any meat. Or really anything unhealthy enough to make her strong enough to take me. And I don't think that she would.
Wanna bet, bitch?
Bring it. I will crush you. But you bring her along, And we can go somewhere more quiet.
Hmm. Well, interesting tastes. um, let's say I'll talk to her about it.
I don't honestly, Hicks. I do not think you're getting out of here in one piece by yourself.
No. You'll call her now.
Now.
Now, because I've got another 2 or 3 hours before I have to be at that art show. So I'd like to get this done and over with and wrapped up as soon as we can.
Done and over with, wrapped up. I don't know if I'm into this kind of kinky thing.
Oh, somebody is not familiar with how I use scissors.
Getting an early start on your Psycho X, aren't you?
Yeah, I think my phone is low on Accu.
I guess we're just going to be using my cell phone. Here.
Okay.
Go call. Her number's programmed in there already, so you don't have to worry about it.
How the fuck did you get my number?
That's interesting.
Knowing your numbers and passwords inside your mattress is not going to cut it. You have to be more imaginative than that.
You really know how to pick a mix. That's for sure.
So, where exactly are you going here? You're kind of, I must admit, you're kind of getting me a bit kind of afraid.
Good, she's doing her job.
Very afraid. But do as I tell you, and everything will be fine.
Maybe.
Otherwise, I will follow you, and it will be so much worse for you if I have to follow you to figure out where it is you're going. Because I will find out. It may take me a while, but I'll find out.
Are these the only two sketches you have about interesting things? That's what I would like to know beforehand.
No, you flip through and there are some nice artistic representations of the various archways around campus. A character sketch of some of the gargoyles on some of the churches downtown that seem eerily lifelike.
And
they actually look like they're staring at you.
Did she get the top of the archways in detail?
Any of the archways that are pictured are not ones with the decoration at the top.
Okay.
But those archways are running themes throughout the campus and the town.
I'm impressed with your artwork, I must say. You're at least 2 leagues better than I am, I must admit.
OCD's a bitch. You don't tend to forget things as easily as you'd like. But unfortunately, now that I have an inkling, it won't stop until I figure it out.
No.
There are too many strange things.
Wouldn't you find it kind of relaxing to have some secrets about where you deliberately don't know?
No. I don't like secrets.
All right, we're actually going to go into combat now between you two.
Nice.
Just to get this settled. Pick a cliche.
Crazy bitch.
Okay. And Hicks.
Well, I'd take comic book aficionado and try to remember some of the tricks of various
Okay.
secret agents.
Okay.
He's going to end up channeling a superhero before he's done. Which
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Both of you go ahead and give me a roll.
Wait, how much am I rolling?
Your crazy
Crazy
bitch
bitch
is
is
2.
Gotcha. 8.
11.
Okay. Okay. He effectively manages to distract you by stealing one of your jalapeno poppers.
No.
And that kind of really
Yeah.
you start leaking steam out of one ear, and he just takes it, pops it in his mouth, and kind of leans back. That suave European
Attitude.
attitude, which he's not generally known for.
It's like he's channeling something he read in a book somewhere.
Yep, and he's like, surely we can work out something else to do. I really don't want to involve Claire. It's more than my life is worth. You can each roll again. However, Krista, you are now down to 1 die on Krista.
1 die.
Mm-hmm.
2. Okay. This is 6, 8, 11.
Okay.
And I'm suggesting meeting again at on campus somewhere on a nice spot.
And effectively, he beats you in combat. He's giving you a nice out by offering to meet later, preferably when he has reinforcements. But at least he's no longer denying the fact. I think he just wants time to prep her.
That sounds really wrong.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be so much worse.
At least he's not brushing you off.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, it's looking like that's going to be the only way you're going to get anything out of him.
Very well.
Okay. So you guys agree to meet later on campus, perhaps after the show.
Okay.
A nice central open location. How about the underground?
The underground.
Yes, that's
it's the Rathskeller.
24. All right.
The what?
The underground. It's the college club.
That's under 21, is it? Or I thought it was under 24 for some reason.
24.
Yes, it's under 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hold on.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there it is. Wow, I guessed right.
Yes.
Underground and campus police.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay. So you two go your separate ways.
Yeah, I'm inviting, of course.
Inviting.
Who?
Her. I'll pay for her eat for her meal. I mean, that's,
Well,
Okay.
since you ate my jalapeno poppers, I think that's fair.
He had one.
I think.
Yes, but now I can't touch them because he got his germs all over them.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Germs. Oh, I have a way of dealing with her.
Oh, I don't mind germs, just not on my food with people I don't know. When
Well,
I get to
John?
know people, then I don't care.
John, no
Yes?
walking up to and licking random strangers.
Oh,
If I'm not allowed to do it, neither are you.
Who said you're not allowed to do it?
My wife. Okay. So you go ahead and pay for the meal. The waitress looks a little relieved as you two leave separately. All right. Let's skip over to John for a minute. Well, first, Hicks, who are you gonna call about what just happened?
Ghostbusters!
John first,
Okay.
Claire
Actually,
second.
you can't find your phone.
Oh no, that bitch.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you cannot find your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You could have sworn it was in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm sure it was in my pocket. I'm sure she has it.
check for rat prints.
I'm checking for.
Come to think of it, you've had this problem not too long ago.
Yeah, that's true. But this
If you
time
don't
it's
have a phone
personal.
with if you don't have a phone with a GPS in it this time,
I have.
it's all on you. Okay.
It had a GPS last time, it's just that we couldn't get to it.
Somebody has a real problem with losing important things.
Oh, everybody does this time apparently.
No, more like the important things keep getting stolen.
Okay. I go to. I borrow the phone of the drafty kilt.
Okay. There's actually some payphones over to.
Yeah.
at the end.
All right. I use the payphone and call John.
Who says the drafty kilt doesn't harken back to an ancient time?
Okay. John,
Yeah.
listen, there is some girl called Krista. She a redhead from my class who's pretty good drawer. She saw some things like the leather wing freak.
Oh, she's seen that, has she?
And she also noticed the rings of Claire and mine.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to know more, and she's pretty a bit like a bloodhound.
Okay.
And
yeah,
talking
that's
about scissors and binding people and something like that.
Yeah,
When did I
that's a
say
problem.
binding?
I kind of remember that too.
One more thing, my phone is missing, and I think she's got it.
Okay, I'll start a trace on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of thing we did before. I still have my phone, yes.
Well, you left it in your backpack.
I'm pretty sure I had it in my pocket last time. Remember, I was recording from the other side of that wall.
Okay. Yeah, you've still got your phone.
Okay. Let's do some tracking. Open up his GPS.
You get the signal return as being downtown.
Downtown. Okay.
Mhm.
No, I
You
have his
can't
number.
seem to get a precise fix on it though because it keeps skipping around.
Well, that's GPS for you.
Yep.
Or it's on the move.
Well, not that much. It's like skipping whole blocks in random directions.
GPS is only inaccurate to about 50 feet or so, I thought. That would be outside that range.
Yep.
And I don't have a number to call him back on, so...
Well, there's caller ID.
Yeah, there's caller ID, but I think I would first like to try her from a different location. Where do I know of payphones on campus?
There are a few at the staff lounge, or I mean, not the staff lounge,
Student Center.
the student center, and down at
Which is
the one big
center?
parking garage. The student center is actually 24, I believe.
Oh, Ord Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
that-
going to use a payphone from there and call Hicks's phone.
Okay.
The idea being I don't want to use my phone for this in case it's tracked back or something.
Okay, no problem. You get down there. Hold on, I just want to make sure I got that right. That's the student. It's not student activities, but it's because that's at the Raven's Nest is 30. So yeah, that's where you'd have to go. 30.
Okay.
Sorry.
30. Yeah, it's a little farther away, but distance is not a problem for me.
Okay. Well, let's just say there's actually some at there too at the underground. So
Okay.
people can call to get rides if they need to.
Okay, let's hit one of those. Dial it in.
It just rings.
Just rings. Nobody answers.
Nobody answers. Not even a voicemail pickup.
That's interesting. I could think of a reason for that, but I'd have to research that. So let's instead just hang up and note that plot a minute or so of that movement around town, see if there's any sort of pattern to it. And if there isn't, even if there isn't a pattern, well, I have a track of just where around town it's popping.
Okay. It seems to be mostly centered around River Road.
Around River Road.
Yep, it pops up various locations around that part of town, or that area of town, up and down. Sometimes a block either way. But
typically it's along River Road.
Yep.
Okay. I think this calls for a trip to the office.
Okay. You going to contact anyone else?
Well, I'm going to call Claire next.
Okay.
And ask her about those dancing shoes that disappeared.
Okay.
Let's see, did they just disappear out of your closet, or?
By the way, John, when you went to go for your run, your backpack wasn't where you left it.
Wasn't where I left it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to have to go through it and make sure I have everything I did in there. No? What's missing?
You don't have it. It's not where you left it. It's gone.
The entire backpack is gone.
It poofs.
Oh, this means war. I'm definitely hitting the office now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check the files for anything about mystical kleptomaniacs. I don't have a better word for it, really.
Yep. Well, you get a nice long scrolling list.
Oh, jeez. That's helpful.
Yeah, about second or third entry is fairies.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know they aren't behind it this time.
You get several other species of fae popping up. A whole bunch of different choices. Everything from people under the effects of a thieving moon to deities.
Right. Well, at least I have a file started on that. I'll keep it in the office for now.
Okay.
I'll just leave it on my desk with a note at the top, mystical kleptomaniacs, and something under that says, cross off anything you know doesn't apply.
Okay.
Not much is going to be crossed off yet, unfortunately.
Yep.
And I might as well hit the streets again, call Emmy, and tell her that my backpack has disappeared right along with your shoes.
I thought you guarded that thing with your life.
I thought I did too, which means, yes, someone is in for it. I mean, I always joke about maybe climbing all over something to death, but now I feel the need to try.
Well, I will bring a video camera.
Also, the listing I found on mystical kleptomaniacs is as long as your arm.
So we have, like, at least 20 things that could do it.
At least.
So what do we do now, then?
And not many possibilities eliminated yet. Well, I noticed this thing has also taken Hicks's phone, apparently. I'm assuming
Really?
that...
His phone?
His phone. Again. Yeah, I know. First the rat and now this. But it is...
I'm attaching the next one to him, like...
I could make his social life a little difficult. Of course, it depends what kind of ringtone it is and where you attach it. But no.
It's easier just to stow it somewhere.
I didn't think they made them that tapered these days.
Either way, if he loses the next one, I'm not helping him.
Okay. Well, okay. His phone has a GPS, and that GPS is popping up all over River Street.
River Road.
River Road.
Why River Road?
Good question. I think that's the next part of our investigation.
So we need to go there.
All right, and I need to look for firearms.
Stepping up your game.
It took my backpack. You take my super soaker, I upgrade.
If it helps, I understand.
I don't know where we'd go about getting one for you, but okay.
Oh, did you start processing your audio?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. We'll back up.
Let's get that running in an audio enhance in the computer. Do we have a computer lab?
No, but each of your desks has a nice holographic interface similar to what Janet uses.
Ooh, freaky! But first,
with laser keyboard.
Okay, not much in the way of haptic feedback, but it'll do. It'll do nicely. Let's see. Import audio. Where's the enhance button?
One actually pops up. A button that says enhance.
That'll teach me to be facetious around here. Click. Yeah.
You get a process running, processing, and a bar comes up. It's going to take it a little bit.
Okay. As long as it doesn't sound any loud alarms when it finishes, I'm going to check the armory for anything useful in the way of...
Well, have you guys stocked it yet?
With super soakers, yes.
Yeah, we probably have a good supply of those.
Okay.
So something with a... If all we have is super soakers, then I guess one of those will have to do. Loaded with onion and jalapeno juice.
Oh, I was going to ask, are you going to put, like, acid or something in it? Because the professor might be able to come up with something for you.
Raw capsicum. Yeah.
That'll work. Okay.
The pepper spray super soaker.
Okie doke.
And do we have replacement phones in our office?
I don't think
No.
so.
No.
No,
Oh,
but
great.
you do have your card. You could pop off and pick up a burner at the convenience store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do that. I get a replacement, and then I'll go to the riverbank and go
River Road.
riverbank. I don't know about River Road.
Hmm?
You can't. You didn't tell me, so I don't know about River Road.
River Bank.
Yeah, I go to the.
That would be a very good thing to do. That would be on Katarina Street, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Facing the river.
Yes.
Yep.
That would be a great place for me to come out, too, come to think of it. Oh, and I'll make sure Janet knows about these, too, in case of emergency.
That's the first she's heard about it.
Yeah. I thought it might be useful, and just in case.
See, we won't keep you completely in the dark about everything.
Well, I don't want to keep her in the dark about anything. As far as I'm concerned, she's the senior agent here.
Not according to her.
Okay, senior office agent. And I don't want there to be any part of the office she doesn't know about.
Yeah.
Ask Janet if there's a way to, if there's any place we can go to figure out eventually probably getting firearms.
Yeah, there's a couple of places just outside of town. Dick's Sporting Goods and the Alamo Gun Shack.
Well,
there you go, John. Plenty
I'll
for
take
you.
that under advisement. You bet I will. In the meantime, the capsicum gun will work for me, I think.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so you two are headed towards the river?
We might very well meet at the crossroads.
Yeah.
Okay. In a van down by the river.
No, I don't think we're taking the van for this.
Okay. So you come out at the old stone warehouse from that portal. You're facing the river.
Mm-hmm.
Hicks, are you taking the portal network or are you taking the long way?
I would no. I'm going by foot to the portal.
Okay. No problem.
And also I'm checking for Krista if she's following me.
No, you don't see her. And just as you get to the portal, John steps out.
Okay.
Interesting thing, Hicks. You know that GPS in your phone?
Yeah.
It's popping up all over the place along River Road.
All over the place? What does that mean?
All over the place. I mean, well, here, let me show you. I'll bring it up on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of bring up the map of the area and see how it pops up over there, and then over down there, and then over there. And it's centered around River Road, give or take a block in each direction.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is has taken your phone, Claire's shoes, and my backpack. It's going down.
Okay, so it's not Krista.
Not unless she's on my list of mystic kleptomaniacs.
What did I miss here?
Well, I'm lumping your loss into the Hicks's and my losses, and assuming it's the doing of the same mystic kleptomaniac.
Right, no, I know that. I was asking about this Krista thing.
Ah, well, there is
you're here as well then. Cool.
Yeah, there's a girl I met at an arts class, and I went to the Drafty Kilt with her, and she was all over me, but not about me, but about rings.
The rings, really?
Yes, she wanted to know more about them, and I was able to put her off for the time being. and we will meet again tonight on campus underground. I'm not sure yet how I'll handle her and what I should tell her or not.
Yeah, an employee handbook would be really handy right now.
Yeah, and she's some kind of obsessive, so handle with care. Talking about scissors and pointy things and killing all the time.
You really know how to pick them, don't you?
As far as I know, this is his first.
Are you going to mention her equal obsession with Claire?
Yeah. She wanted me to bring Claire along for a tete-a-tete in a quiet place.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what
obviously,
kind of things you're into, and that's
yeah, it was,
your business.
It was her
But,
idea,
like,
not mine.
Obviously, she's after something very particular.
Yeah. And she mentioned her OCD all the time. She's kind of...
That's actually very non-ironic. Mentioning one's OCD all the time.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So, yeah, and she saw the letter wing guy or girl, whatever, and sketched it in her sketchbook. Got it pretty good in front of the moon.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
Yeah, and she also saw the fairies, but only from a distance.
Probably as little more than the lights.
Yeah, just lights, right.
Right, okay.
But she got a feeling there's something more to it. So in short, she's dangerous.
Yeah.
She sees things, she's dangerous.
Well, to a secret society, seeing things is dangerous. Okay, I'm not sure how to handle her at the moment. I'm on the hunt for my backpack.
Yeah, backpack, phone, dancing, shoes, and she's missing a sketchbook.
Who, the psycho woman?
The psycho woman, yes. Brown sketchbook with gold etchings.
Good that we have a description. You've seen my backpack enough times.
Yeah, and come to think of it, one of my pens is missing too. From my box in the dorm, no less. So
Well, given how often you lose your phone, I mean... So given how often you seem to lose your phone, I wouldn't be surprised if your pen is wherever the phone went.
John, your phone beeps.
Yes.
It's the Secret Society app.
No.
There's an app for that.
Yep. You click on the icon and it pops up processing complete. Would you like to play the file?
Yes.
Okay, you get back. You hear sounds like some machines running, a radio playing, and you hear someone say, "I know I put more socks in here than this. What the hell? What happened to the dryer sheet?"
That's interesting.
basically
That's interesting for two different reasons. One, I found a secret door behind a laundromat, apparently. Or a laundry room somewhere on campus. And two, it's not just us losing things.
So what, you think they're taking something from everyone?
They might very well be, but why the phone is just around River Road?
Let's go look.
I think we need to lose more things with GPSs.
Sorry, the shoes don't come with those.
Nor does my
Oh, by the way,
backpack.
you
Oh, wow.
lose that phone again. If we get the phone back and you lose it again, you are on your own. No Janet, no us, no one else. We're done with this.
Okay,
Wow.
I'd say that okay, the 2 times this happened so far, there have been extenuating circumstances.
Don't really
Thanks.
care. Same object every single time.
Yeah, I can't really put it under my skin, right?
At
As
least
far as we know. But
There may be a way, but I don't think you want to go there just yet. Might make your
I
social
shall-
life difficult.
at least he didn't have something crawling up his leg this time.
Yeah.
true.
There's that. Mm-hmm.
At least I didn't notice anything crawling up my leg.
No flashlight, no energy bars. And I'm all out of G2. All I've got now is this one little super soaker loaded with the most dangerous stuff I could think of.
Well, let's go see if we can find your backpack then.
Let's.
Okay.
Mhm.
You guys get down to...
Primarily wandering up and down River Road.
Yep.
That's our patrol area.
Let's see. Hicks, give me an exchange student. John, give me a sweats the small stuff. And Claire...
My dice don't like the small stuff today. 6.
and Claire, a snarky bitch.
8.
The fuck? 6.
Okay, 6, 6, and 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. You both are all 3 of you at various times, not all at the same time, catch glimpses of this bag lady, homeless woman, pushing a cart up and down through various back alleyways and all along River Road and Short Street and just wandering around. You each notice it separately at different times and don't really put it together with anything.
Yeah, I when I see her, I try to point her out for the others and tell them, I completely forgot about her. I saw this homeless lady some time ago, and she was moving really quick.
Really quick?
Really quick. When I went after her to look where she was going, she was just poof, gone.
That doesn't sound normal.
No, it doesn't.
We may have a new person of interest. What did she look? Okay, I think I heard the tail end of the description of her before.
Okay. All you, and when Hicks points her out to you guys, all you can see is her from behind. And it's she's wearing a kind of faded in spots, dirty in others, maroon woolen skirt, full length, so you can't see her feet or anything, and an old sweater jacket, kind of a blue and white, different threads woven together, and she has very long, scraggly brown hair, and she appears to be wearing a bowler hat. And she's pushing a shopping cart.
What color hair?
Brown. Mousy brown. And as soon as you get a look at her, she turns into an alleyway, and you lose sight of her. Now, John, in all the times you've been running around downtown, you haven't really seen any homeless people.
Yeah. Suddenly, there is one. About the time lots of stuff starts disappearing. Now, a lesser person would draw a radical conclusion from that. I think I am that lesser person.
Yeah. What's more, I didn't get a glimpse of her from front, and not now either.
Well, she moves pretty fast.
Anything about strange homeless women in your list of things?
Not explicitly homeless, but was the bowler hat in apparently good condition?
It looked like
Or
it had seen
tattered
better
like the
days.
rest? Yeah, okay.
Not pristine, no.
I wonder. I don't suppose this app has a recollection of the previous list I'd called up regarding the mystic kleptomaniacs.
Yep, you can pull it up, no problem.
Okay, let's add to the list British in origin.
Okay. Well, that only cuts out about a third of the list. Because, well, most of the list was the Fae.
Yeah. Much of the list is still Fae.
Yeah.
Ghost appears on the list. Certain forms of poltergeist I could see doing this.
Yes. The list is still pretty broad.
Yeah.
Can cover quite a lot of things.
Okay, but that's cool that I can do this from here. That is kind of creepy, actually. Lock. Yeah.
Yeah, so far you're the only one who's actually installed the app.
Yeah. I wonder why. Okay, she moves fast. I'm going to have to move faster. Try to keep up on street level. And I start a climb.
Okay.
Maybe I can cut some intervening distance out of the way by going the overland route.
Okay. John basically tells you two to follow her, and he starts scaling the side of the building. Grabs the hold of the drain pipe and starts pulling himself up. Go ahead and give me a roll.
16.
I think Dr. Lebenston screwed his tests up. There's no way. Man.
Yep, no problem. You get up near the top of the roof line for this set of downtown row houses, and you do the backflip up onto the roof, and you head off down towards the alleyway that she just went under.
Okay. Went into. And let's try to keep the pursuit quiet but thorough.
Okay. While you head up that way, the other two head down the sidewalk to the alleyway. You, of course, get to the alleyway before they do. Looking down into it, you see nothing.
She's gone.
Yep.
And I got here pretty quick, I think. All things considered.
Only took you about from the time you got up onto the roof, it only took you about 30 seconds to get here.
Okay.
And just about the time you're looking back and forth about the third or fourth time, the other two enter the alleyway.
And from well above, nimble little minx, isn't she?
You lost her?
Yes.
What does the GPS say?
Yeah.
Good okay, actually, let's check that. Let's get the GPS reading. Where is she?
Looks like she's, according to this, back behind you a block, if it is tracking her.
Okay, back a block, that way. And I go off.
Okay.
I run.
Okay.
Anytime I lose sight of her, I'll stop and check the map.
Okay. You get there, and you don't see anything.
Check the map.
Still there. and then she walks around the corner from the alley that leads from Katarina Street back towards River Road.
So I got here before her. Just stay quiet. Watch. Get further detail from above if I can.
You can't see much. She's pushing her cart, which is it's just a regular old shopping cart, but it's full of bags of miscellaneous things.
Get some pictures if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Sweats the Small Stuff.
11.
Okay. You distinctly hear the of one of the front wheels, and it looks like it's just wiggling back and forth.
Oh, she got a wobbler.
Yep. And she's just pushing it down the alleyway. You don't see any more detail about her from above. She doesn't look up or anything. You do catch a glint of looks like glasses possibly on her face. And from here, it is a little dark in the alley, but her hands appear particularly leathery. Like
So
she's been
wearing gloves
outside
like
quite
that.
a bit. No, just the skin is like she's been outside in the elements a long
Okay.
time. She passes underneath you, heading towards River Road. By the time she gets about 5 feet away from the alley entrance, the other two come running around and are face to face with her.
Okay.
Oh,
She kind of stops and is startled a little bit and puts her hand on her chest. Okay, hold on. I gotta get into character for this one. Oh, sweet dearie me. You're gonna give an old lady a heart attack.
Wasn't trying to.
oh, very sorry, Miss.
Whew.
Can we help you with your card a bit?
Oh, no, thank you so much, dearie, but no, it's fine, it's fine.
Is everything in order here? So, and I'm trying to take a look inside the card.
Meanwhile, I'll be lurking overhead like the proverbial gargoyle.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll, John.
Okay.
On Sweats the Small Stuff.
Small stuff being sweated. Only a 6.
Okay.
One moment of excellent sweating on small stuff, and then this.
Well, okay, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, don't see anything out of the ordinary.
No.
But I tell you what, I'm going to call Hicks's phone now.
Okay.
There's one
You
way to
call
do it.
It rings over the phone, but you don't hear anything. Meanwhile, the old woman is like, oh, an old body's not ready for that kind of thing.
Are you okay, ma'am?
Yeah, I'll be fine, dear. Thank you for worrying, but no.
What about her face? Do we see it?
Yes, you see her face. She looks like a kindly old grandmother who's perhaps just been outside a bit too much. There are deep lines in her face. Her skin is a little leathery. Her hair is a little wild and crazy. It is brown largely, but especially in the front, you can see several streaks of gray. And she starts rustling through her stuff, and she finds an old Coke bottle. Looks like it's got water in it, and she rustles in a little more and comes out with what looks like a couple aspirin. She swallows them, and she puts it back, and she's like,
So, no dancing shoes, no sketchbooks, or
you
anything.
don't see anything, but there's all kinds of junk, some hubcaps, trash bags, bottles, cans, socks, a whole bunch of weird stuff. Nothing.
Socks.
Yes, there's a bunch of different clothing in there, um, but nothing you would not expect to see in a bag lady's push cart.
Okay, check the GPS again.
Okay, still looks like it's here. It does a bit of a blip and disappears for a bit, and then comes right back.
In the same place.
Same place. But every once in a while, it just kind of blinks out, and then it'll blink back.
Interesting. In the same place.
Same place.
I'll call Claire.
Okay. She's like, well, how are you, dearies? And just as she starts to talk, Claire, your phone rings.
Sorry, excuse me. Hello?
Hello, Claire. GPS says the phone is in her location. It hasn't moved since you started engaging her. However, I called it. No answer. I'm wondering
We
if
didn't
she
hear
picked
anything.
up. I know. I'm wondering if she picked up something that's been picking up the stuff.
Like what?
I'm not sure if she picked up.
Meanwhile, while you two are talking, she looks at Hicks and she kind of reaches up with her hand, which is a little twisted and gnarly, and she pats you on the cheek, and she's like, "Aren't you a handsome young man?"
Well, can't decide really, but you look pretty quick on your feet. You're
GPS is also coming and going
These old
same
bones
place.
aren't
in the same place.
aren't that spry anymore. But I get around as I need to. Can I help you, young man and young lady? Are you lost or something?
we were looking.
Old Ida knows her way around the town a little bit. I could point you in the right direction if you're lost.
Note the name, Ida. Yeah.
No, we're not lost. Missing things though.
Yeah, we are looking for a book, a brown book.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, there he is.
Um,
And there was much rejoicement.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, and we're recording, and let me just... so the viewers at home know who the hell I am. Why you no work? There it is. Okay. All right.
One moment. I'm passing with my thumb over the ring on my hand,
Okay.
just to make sure it's still here.
Yes. Yeah, she hasn't touched her hands or done anything like that. Um, Someone asked a question just before I went poof.
Yeah, Claire.
I said that we were looking for things actually.
Oh, right. Okay. A book, you say, my dear. What kind of book? Perhaps old Ida has seen it.
A book with drawings in it.
I
Sketches.
I think I remember. Hold on a moment. She moves to the side of her cart, picks up a bag, throws it over, reaches down into the cart, and she's tossing some stuff up into the air. And that it all lands right back in the cart. It doesn't actually like fly behind her or anything. And then she reaches in and she pulls out this notebook. Nice brown leather sketchbook, a little beat up, and she's like, "Is this what you were looking for, my dear?"
Is it golden edged?
There is some decoration around the borders that's gold, and some faded flecks that's a sketchbook in the center of the.
Okay, so blast. I think yes, it is. In fact, where did you find it?
Things that are misplaced have a way of finding, old Ida.
Okay,
Have you
thank you.
seen any point
I take
shoes?
it from her and say thank you.
No problem, young man. What was that, my dear?
Point shoes, like dancer shoes, like ballet.
Ballet shoes? Yeah, I believe so. Hold on. She reaches down into the cart and comes up with your shoes.
Holy moly.
And she's like, "Here you are, my dear."
There's also a backpack missing.
Yeah, I'll fall off a building for that.
Okay. Fall off the building?
Controlled, of course.
Okay, where are you aiming for?
Just don't scare the woman to death.
Okay, is she out of? Does she have a view of the sidewalk where they're on?
No, they're not on the sidewalk. No, she's still.
They're just inside the alley.
Yes.
In that case, I'm going to take. In that case, I'm going to take my attempted graceful drop and roll on the sidewalk, some distance to the side of Hicks.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
11.
Okay.
Not the most graceful of falls. Concrete is
No.
not my primary medium.
No, it isn't, and you kind of land on the side of your foot.
Ow.
Twist your ankle a little bit. Not too much, but it may be a hindrance later.
Yeah.
You're going to be at -1 die for a little while on your parkour.
Mm-hmm.
Just because.
Fair enough.
But it won't last too long.
Okay.
And you walk around the corner. No one the wiser for you jumping off the side of the building.
Yeah.
She's like, a backpack. Can you describe it, my dear?
Oh,
Yeah, I give her a brief description of his backpack. Seen him often enough.
She's like, I think so. She reaches down into the cart, so much so that you don't know where her arm is going, because the cart should not be that deep. And then she pulls up, yeah, son of a bitch, it's John's backpack.
Milady, you are amazing.
Well, as I said, my dear, misplaced things often find their way to Old Ida.
You have a real special talent.
You could say that, my dear. Anyway, if...
Yeah, and I will make my grand entrance at that point. Hicks, I tried everywhere. I just can't find it. Wait, is that?
Yeah, here you are. This lady found it.
It's that twitch look.
Yeah. Okay, thank
This
you.
so far rather nice old lady found it.
Very nice old lady.
Thank you very much.
No problem, my dear. Ida always likes to help. And she's like, now, if you all will excuse me, I have to be on with my wanderings.
Okay.
Of course. Just go ahead.
She
Phone.
Yeah, I already have a replacement. She can keep it.
okay. And so she moves her cart around you guys.
I'm sorry, but where did you find this?
As I said, my dear, things have a way of finding their way to Old Ida if they're misplaced or left unattended for a while.
All right. Thank you.
No problem, my dear. You're a cute young one, aren't you? And she squeezes your cheek, and
I try to be.
and she continues off along.
Okay.
She passes you guys, heads out into the street, and well, not into the street itself, but down the
sidewalk,
and off into the night.
Hey, that was weird.
Yes, very. She's we should stay on good terms with her.
Gonna have to modify my query.
So now I've got a real reason to meet again with dangerous bondage girl.
Where does the bondage come in? I really don't understand.
Do you need a wingman for that encounter? Because it ain't going to be me.
It sure as fuck is gonna be me though, and I grab the notebook and start heading towards the underground.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. John, you modify the query with her name and basic description.
Ida.
Nothing comes up with the kleptomania search.
Okay,
parameter.
so let's take out kleptomania and put in lost items.
You get nothing specific with that. However, when you just do her name, you get a recent series of police reports popping up.
Oh.
For what?
Vagrancy.
Recent.
Yep. Well, ever since September. She's been picked up a few times for vagrancy.
Well, she is a homeless person out in public, and some people don't like that sort of thing.
Her full name is listed as Ida Knowe, Knowe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, don't think too hard there, John.
Yeah, she doesn't associate regularly with someone named Noah, does she?
No.
Noah Body?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But that's really all the information on her. Uh, there's basic
I can
statistics.
almost hear Bill Keane warming up the copyright infringement suit.
But yeah, no.
Okay, I'm inclined to think. On the one hand, she could end up causing some trouble. On the other hand, she could be a valuable asset.
Yeah, still we don't know how the things end up in her card. That's
Well, did you see at one moment she was reaching down deeper into her cart than she actually had cart?
well, yes, of course. She had to because the card is not nearly big enough for everything, right?
It wouldn't be.
So it's the only logical explanation that she needs to. So
Have a dimensionally transcendent shopping cart.
yes.
Yeah.
Nice chameleon circuit.
I wouldn't want to ride in that thing, though. Probably smells funny. Dr. Pugh.
Okay, so yep, it's about your.
Okay, call me if you need any help on this rendezvous. I'm going to go write this up.
Okay.
Krista, your show went well, rather well. You know, some schmucks oohed and awed over a few of the drawings. No one bought anything.
Of course not. That would be convenient.
Yeah. But you know, all in all, not too bad. And plus, hey, it counts for credit.
Yeah.
So it's about the time you scheduled with that guy Hicks to meet up.
Yeah, and Claire, one more thing. What do we do with her?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Maybe I'll kill her. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure.
No, we can't. We can't just tell her. That would be way too easy for her.
Do you have anything specific?
Well, I'd like to know more about her talent to spot things. I'd like to keep in touch with her because she could be also a valuable asset, noticing things and remembering things. Although that's also a risk because she can notice and remember when and where we are going.
I think it's so cute how you all think you have any say in the matter.
I know, we're adorable.
Well, no, I mean, not you, them. How they think that they have any say in what your character is going to do, and how you're going to respond.
You said she's psycho.
Yes.
So how
Definitely.
likely is it that we're going to go in and tell her, can't really tell you what's going on, but we'd like you to keep an eye out for anything strange and let us know? Do you get that kind of vibe from her?
No.
Okay, then.
Yeah, but still, it would be interesting what she demanded your presence, in fact. So, would be interesting what she wants from you, really.
I intend to find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Good.
you guys get to the underground first. Looks like it's open mic night. So you guys grab a couple drinks and hit a table in the corner. A few minutes later, Krista walks in.
Yeesh, horrible singing. Oh, my poor ears.
Well, actually, it's open mic poetry night.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
People who don't know how to do poetry.
So, all three of you together interact.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you took my advice and brought Claire.
Yeah, we brought something more for you. You will be very surprised, I think. We went
Somebody
all.
found this.
Who had my sketchbook?
That's not really important. We have it now.
Yeah.
Well, fine. Then this is going to be very interesting. Either way, I'm sure, Claire, you're wondering why I wanted you here.
Just a little bit.
It's more for practical reasons. I don't know Hicks, and I don't trust him as much as I trust you. You may be kind of odd around the dormitory, but at least when you say you're going to do things, you do it. That and you're not generally, one for taking a girl in the back alley and raping her, so...
Rape? No. Murder? Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
I never get invited to those sort of parties.
Now, I am rather curious about your rings. And I'm sure by now Hicks has told you about my drawings.
Mm-hmm.
I would like an explanation. A satisfactory one.
What if I told you that we are not willing to give you an explanation?
I'll find out anyway. But I figured I'd give you a chance.
Or what? Do tell.
There's not necessarily an or what, but I will find out one way or the other. We can do this the easy way. We can do this the hard way. It's not that I would say anything to other people, but my curiosity is going to get the better of me.
Let's just say it's something of, it's something of a sisterhood. Like of the traveling pants, but we've got rings.
I didn't realize Hicks had a vagina.
Well, you never gave me a chance to find it.
He keeps it in a box in his closet.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
No, that's in the bell jar next to it.
Okay.
Very well, then perhaps you'd like to explain to me about fairies.
What about them? They're assholes.
What about
Well,
them?
what are they doing here, more specifically?
Here?
I've seen a few.
And talk to a few?
No, I haven't
Why
talked
not?
to them. I've just seen them.
Why didn't you talk to them?
Well, there's a few reasons. One, of course, being I don't know if they're going to attack me. And two, as I don't exactly know what their strengths and weaknesses are as of yet, I would rather like to find out over time before I get to talk to them.
Why should they attack you?
I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad.
Them being small and all, they are just fairies,
Well, fairies have an awful lot of magical power. If you've ever seen Star Wars, Yoda proves size is no indication of strength.
Yeah, but you didn't see Yoda, did you?
No, but fairies just kind of go along with the territory. I figure at this point, if fairies aren't supposed to exist and other winged things aren't supposed to exist, neither is Yoda, but they do, so Yoda might somewhere along the lines. Who knows? I'd have to ask the trees, and they don't always tell me what I want to know.
There's really something wrong with you, isn't there?
There's many things wrong. You'd have a better chance figuring out what isn't wrong with me. As it happens, I took my meds, so I'm in a pretty decent mood today.
Good, because you sure made an impression on Hicks, that's for sure.
Well, you know, when the first thing out of his mouth is hitting on me...
He's a male! He has a penis! You're a woman! There's breasts right there, looking at him.
Well, I have to do something to... I have to do something! I guarantee you, it stopped him from hitting on me and got him to start answering questions a little faster. And let me just say, your Hicks is a terrible liar.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But he's very polite about it.
At least he's polite about lying. It's not like when you lie about your soy muffins.
I have never maliciously lied about soy muffins in my life.
Oh, you lie to me every time you try to give me one.
I don't tell you
better.
what's in it.
You're just better at it. You're just better at lying than Hicks is.
All collateral damage, no direct hits. If this were a gunfight, the scene would be destroyed, but not a mark on either of them.
Now, as a general rule, Claire, I like you. I like your sarcasm. I like the way you deal with most of the people in the dorms. For the most part, I view you to be far more trustworthy. I've at least gotten a chance to meet you, see you around the dorm, at least observe you. Hicks is sort of a foul ball in my plans. I was not exactly expecting to be asked out.
Well, I don't control Hicks, so what he does is him.
Well, he's a guy.
Right, as I mentioned, so...
You're in trouble now, boy.
No, the last boyfriend I had was psycho. I sort of had to dump him. I can't really date people who are crazier than I am. Doesn't work well. I can't handle their issues.
Yeah.
Besides, they anger the trees. I don't like angering trees.
Well, I would never anger a tree.
You don't know. They may not like you.
You know, I'd like to test this. Would you care to?
This sounds like a great idea.
Would you care to get me into the company of some trees?
You're gonna wind up being tied naked to one and left.
Personally, I thought
this campus.
I've had people use duct tape to tie like naked students up to places.
Yeah, it's happened quite a few times at this. campus.
Until he got to introducing him to some trees, I thought he was going to ask for a blood sample, and I thought, yes, he's been taking notes.
That's a good point. I might be willing to explain some of the things if you would be willing to give me a blood sample.
Why do you need a blood sample? I mean, I'm willing to give it, but I kind of would like to know why.
Genetic testing.
As long as you're not doing anything evidence-wise with it, and I have your word that you're not going to plant me into an uncomfortable position with my DNA, Claire. I will give you the DNA.
Good idea.
For the record, I'm not the one that fucks with DNA.
It does not matter.
I need my word that it will not be used for that, or I will kill a certain professor.
As long as I have your word, you may have it.
Fine. I don't think we should talk about it here.
I think you're right. But he suggested the place.
Well, he's foreign.
Yeah. Where are you thinking then?
Well,
Trying to think of how we should do this.
if you want to spill blood, maybe you should do it really in private, like in a dorm.
There's an awful lot of girls at our dorm, though. And they get kind of squeamish. The last time I cut my finger with an X-Acto knife while doing an art project, one of them fainted. They're a little weak.
What kind of project was this?
I was just trying to make a little stencil to put on something. And it slipped and cut my finger. So where would be nice and quiet?
And somewhere with a syringe.
How about the place where you draw the blood?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to... So they told us we could bring people in if we wanted to.
No. Yeah, we could. Well, how do we normally take blood samples?
With the professor.
Yeah, okay.
He's the one who knows how to do it.
If he has lab hours at this time.
No, it's a
No.
little late right now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, then?
Yeah,
Bearing in mind that I am not there to give this advice.
Yeah. Best thing would be let it take some time and take the blood samples tomorrow, right? So we can get our hands on a syringe.
I suppose, but please don't waste my time. This has been a very long and tiring evening, and I keep having to meet people at places.
Heaven forbid.
Well, did you have a whole bunch of stupid people looking at your artwork, telling you how good it was, and not buying any of it? It's been a very stressful day.
I wouldn't know. I'm not an artist. I'm a dancer.
Well, then did anybody want to buy your body today? No.
Schmack!
When people don't want to buy your goods and services, you have your body and feet. I have my artwork. It makes for a tiring day. But here, I'll be nice. I'm going to leave a 50 for your guys' drinks, and I'm going to get some rest for tomorrow. So,
Okay.
Have fun. Have at it.
Thanks.
And I will see you in the morning.
Okay.
I'll just meet Claire in the norms.
Okay. You want to corner her?
Nah.
Okay.
I'll just meet her there. I know where her room is. I figure it saves me the issue of trying to, travel over campus looking for somebody.
Okay. When you get back to your room, Krista, you flip through your sketchbook to make sure everything's all right. Everything seems fine until you get to the inside of the back cover, where someone has very hastily written, "Help us, help us, help us."
Fascinating.
That's not good.
No,
Can
it's
I take
not.
a picture of it
Yeah.
and leave Claire's room? So I'm going to do that. I will take a picture of the back cover and leave it in Claire's room for her to look at. when she gets back.
Okay.
That way I know I'm not going
Um,
completely crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a problem.
You guys, Hickson and Claire, you're done with the meeting. What you gonna do?
Um, getting a syringe.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the professor.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay. You reach the professor. He's actually in his lab on base.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Great.
So we get signal down here.
Yep.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I need you to take a blood sample and run it through the
To
no
run the blood
messing with
sample.
it, but
You are taking
run
it,
it
he is
through and
running
check
it.
for anything weird.
Okay. Who am I taking the sample from and where?
Her name is Krista. She's in my dorm, and I haven't decided yet.
Okay. Well, let me know as long as I'm not in class. I'll be more than happy to help.
All right.
More data is always useful.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling we might be dealing with her a lot, because she's seen a couple of things and drawn a couple of things, like the fairies and the winged creature that we saw in passing.
I remember that.
So we need to check her for anything strange and then decide how we want to deal with this, because she's not going to walk away with just no answers. And if we actually let her know things, then we've got to figure out whether she's trustworthy or just a complete psycho, and then find a way to stash the body, I guess.
Okay. He says, all right, just let me know when and where, and I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Will do.
Yeah, there's stuff in the rule book for stashing bodies, I think.
Yep.
I've only been seeing these intermediate drafts, though. Still wish they'd send me the full thing.
I was going to say, I didn't think they'd given you one yet.
No,
Yeah, it
but
would be good to know.
I found some space. I found some space on the computer where they're starting to compile the information. I'm trying to learn from that. Bits and pieces of it are still a bit contradictory.
Okay. So, where is everyone going? John, I'm assuming you're on base?
Yeah, I'll be on base.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's see.
Back to the,
The
dorm,
door
'cause
is
I
a-
want to stash
yeah,
my shoes.
Yeah, door is a minor thing. Check over the backpack, make sure nothing's been taken or added.
No. Looks perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm also going to headquarters to read about stashing bodies.
Of all the things.
Okay. All right, no problem. Claire, what are you going to do? Are you going to head to base or back to your room or?
Dorm, because I want to put the shoes away first.
Okay. You get back to your dorm or to your room, and on your bed is a printed out photo of a back cover of a book. You can't really see all that much detail of the book itself, just the words "Help us, help us, help us," and it's got a short note on it from Krista. It says "See me," and her room number.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Krista's room.
Okay. She's actually just down the hall.
Okay.
Knock, knock. Krista, knock, knock.
Who is it?
Krista, knock, knock. Krista.
Who do you think it is?
Well, I'm hoping it's you and not some sort of random psycho after my sketchbook.
I don't think I'm a random psycho. I think we're good.
All right, then come in. It's
No, you're a
unlocked.
perfectly well-known psycho.
Yeah, that's true.
A very precisely ordered and organized psycho.
Yes.
Careful, don't trip over the wires. They're everywhere.
Do I even want to ask?
Oh, they're just plugged into various things, you know, digital sketch pads, all that happiness. Just be careful.
What's this?
That would be a picture of the back cover of my sketchbook. It was not there before it went missing.
So this isn't like the voices in your head.
No. For once, this is totally not the voices in my head. This isn't even close to my handwriting or any of my other personalities' handwriting.
I'm just gonna skip over that comment.
Now, where did you find the sketchbook?
A woman found it, actually. An old woman. Her name is Ida.
No.
I don't care at this point, Hicks.
No, I think she's doing okay with this.
If I take you somewhere, will you at least be courteous and close your eyes when I tell you to?
Yes. If I can take my sketchbook with me, because I don't want this going missing.
No, I want you to bring the sketchbook. Alright, come on.
Okay.
I'm going to take her since... Where were... I guess the amphitheater is probably going to be the closest one.
Might very well be. Let's see.
Yeah, I think
Campus
so.
map. Virgin
Well, I
Vault,
mean, it's otherwise the
amphitheater's up
amphitheater
there.
or the library.
Let's see, where is the physical plant again
Yeah,
in relation
the library
to...
is closed at this time.
I thought it was 24 hours or something.
It is. You just can't check stuff out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think the amphitheater is going to be closest.
Amphitheater might very well be closest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it is.
I think it is. Okay, I tell her to close her eyes when we get to the actual archway, and when I take her through the doors.
Okay.
And then I take her to headquarters, basically.
Okay. Do you peek?
No,
Okay.
I cooperate.
Okay.
I at least keep my word.
Okay. She walks you into the woods back behind campus towards the amphitheater. When you're standing basically in front of it, with your back to the audience seats, she asks you to close your eyes. You hear her hand smack against the stone, and then you feel a rush of wind coming straight in front of you, and you actually, you know how when your eyes are closed you can still see a bright light? You get that.
Okay.
Coming from pretty much directly in front of you. And then she has you walk forward into what should be the side of the stage.
Okay.
But you don't hit the wall.
All right.
She has you keep your eyes closed for a few more minutes. There's another gust of wind, another bright light, and then you come out into a room, and she says you can open your eyes. You're in a small kitchen.
Hey, is there anything to eat? I'm kind of hungry. Ate my jalapeno poppers.
If anything in the fridge says Janet, don't touch it, but other than that, go ahead.
Sweet. Is there anything edible in there that I can't eat?
Nothing made up. There's some uncooked bacon, few loaves of bread, some.
I didn't think we had a full
lunch meat.
kitchen. How would we cook the kitchen? I mean, cook the bacon.
It's
We don't have-
microwavable bacon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
I think I'll just grab a couple pieces of bread. It takes less time.
Okay.
This is sort of important. But I need something to munch on.
Okay. The kitchen, really, it's more of a kitchenette you're in. It's got one row of cabinets, the sink, microwave, and a refrigerator, and a couple of tables to sit at. There's one of the archways that you sketched behind you in the wall. The entire wall, though, is painted white. The floor is slate.
Linoleum. Oh.
Yeah, linoleum concrete or over concrete, so it is kind of hard underfoot. That's pretty much all you can see right here, but the walls are bright white.
Institutional white.
Yeah. Very eye-searing. Reminds me of my days in the psych ward.
I walk towards the where the offices are, and do I have to go by the lab to do that? Or...
No, the lab is actually behind you.
Okay, then I turn around, I go over to the lab, tap on the glass to get the professor's attention, and motion for him to come out here.
Okay, he comes out, and he's a bit shocked to see someone else. He's like, Claire, what are you...
I'm the boss, I can do what I want to. Take a blood sample.
Yes, ma'am. He says, my dear, if you'll come with me, and he waves you into the lab, and it is a very, very nice, sterile, bright, white, high-tech laboratory. You recognize this guy, you think he's a teacher.
I think I've seen you around campus.
That's quite likely, my dear.
All right.
I do work there.
Cool beans.
Guys, we have a problem. And I show them the back cover.
Okay, so you go down to the
you're
office?
going down to the offices?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Problem? You're telling me these body disposal protocols don't make any sense. What?
I don't think we have to worry about body disposal right now. We're fine.
Okay.
But Krista found this in the back of her book. And she says it's not one of her personalities, so...
Personalities, oh.
It could be the doctor. It could be then that the doctor might find out that she's not actually part nymph. Okay. Which would have made sense at the time. You're talking to trees.
I don't know.
But let's see. Okay, so we're going to have to track down Ms. Ida No again.
Okay. Go ahead and actually give me a What's the Small Stuff roll. Roll high.
10.
Okay. You actually recognize this handwriting.
Okay,
Wow.
whose handwriting is it?
You think it's Lunchbox's. It looks like his scrawl.
Oh, shit.
Oh, crap.
This is not good.
Okay, okay, yeah, this is, yeah, I'm not sure how much worse this could get.
I don't know.
Well, let's
Krista's here, by the way.
Oh, okay, that's
That's how it can get worse.
Why did you get to here?
Well, under the
Because I needed
circumstances-
to. I have a feeling she wasn't going to just part with this. And
Okay,
besides,
because-
I think that we're kind of in an area of
I don't
can't
know.
go back now.
Yeah, Ida No has apparently found a lost person. I'm not sure if she's so much. I'm not sure he was so much lost as misplaced, but there it is. Well, also it said okay. It says.
How do you
wait,
have a misplaced person?
No, wait.
Okay.
No, wait.
Did the paper say help me or help us?
Us.
Help us.
crap, there's more than one person in there.
There's not only more than one person.
And Lunchbox is their representative.
No, Lunchbox and the book have been misplaced, so they have had to be at one place together for some time.
How could
Yes.
Lunchbox be misplaced? He should always know where he is.
No, not Lunchbox.
Apparently he can occasionally forget himself.
Yeah, and maybe.
Well, when was the last time you guys saw him?
Well, that's when we got misplaced.
Yeah, that's when that happened. Okay, so we got to track down I don't know again.
Yeah, and what's more, maybe, just maybe, she's not that nice, but maybe he's inside her trolley.
That could very well be.
I didn't hear trolley at first. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Do I want to know?
I'm curious. This is usually a mistake, but curiosity.
No, I just
is one of
heard
the ways
maybe he's inside her, and I didn't hear that last part.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Together with
Well, we
some
don't even
other
know what
people.
she's doing with the people. I'm not even going there.
Well, I went over.
Maybe they are in her. I don't know.
I went over. Can't rule it out.
Right.
Well, I went over the contents of my backpack, and nothing was added or removed. Can't rule that product tampering, though, I suppose. May have to get that checked out later. So we got to find her again. I think same procedure as before. GPS tap. I'm hoping Hicks's old phone is still active. Good idea leaving it with her.
Nothing on the GPS.
Uh-oh.
Well, wireless does take a lot out of a battery.
Well, we know where she's been.
Within a block of
So the
River
only
Road.
thing we can do is probably check up and down.
River Road.
Yeah.
And it's going to be at night, so it's going to be trickier. At least I have my flashlight back. And Mr. Soapy.
That's not going to be much use. I mean, well, she is a little dirty, but...
Okay, between Mr. Soapy and Mr. Pepper, I think I'm set.
That's Sergeant Pepper to you.
Hey, this Super Soaker is not ranked.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get her and get hunting.
Okay, Krista, the doctor draws a rather healthy dose of blood from you, about 3 vials worth. Far more than he needs for a standard genetic test, but he likes to be thorough.
I'm gonna go up to Janet and be like, so how do we deal with new people that aren't actually in the know?
Well,
I think I know the procedure on this.
she says they have to have a meeting with Brad.
Okay.
We're gonna need him then.
She says, "I'll put in a call. He'll be here in a couple hours."
Okay. Actually, we can get him here faster than that if he meets me by the physical plant, or the library, or amphitheater. Which would be closer for him?
None of the above. He's not actually in town.
Oh.
He's on assignment. He'll be here in a couple hours if I message him.
Okay.
Yeah, you should.
She says okay, and she turns back to her computer, types in a few things. and message window pops up, and it's Brad. Um, Video chat, and he's like, "Yeah, what is it, Janet?" And she says, "We're going to need you in. We have a new recruit." And he says, "Oh, all right. I'll be there in about an hour and a half. I just need to finish up these files, and I'll be right down." She says, "Okay," and they cut off. And that's it.
Okay. Let's go hunting for old homeless lady. Boy, that sounds wrong when I put it that way.
It's like saying, let's go set fire to hobos.
Or a saying I'm fond of, let's light this puppy.
Them here's a game animal in Pennsylvania. Okay, so you guys stop off at the laboratory. Are you going to pick up Krista, or are you going to leave her?
We're going to take Krista with us.
Yes,
Okay.
but we also, just in case she goes all scissors on us, we
No,
should.
just you, Hicks. Just you.
Well, one never knows. We should take some pictures of her and upload them to the server just in case. So.
Actually, not a bad idea.
And just leave a note. If the whole base gets murdered,
It's this
is who you're
woman's fault.
Yes.
Be honest, Hicks, you just want pictures of her for later.
Well, that may play a small part in this, but I'm also thinking. But I'm mainly thinking about the good of the organization.
No! Then he doesn't get a copy.
Glutton for punishment, one die. Yeah.
Man, you've got some weird taste in chicks. Like, I'm worried about you, actually.
Well,
He's European.
They're into weird stuff. That's all I know.
I didn't think he was German, though. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You all file into the break room.
yeah,
Are you gonna blindfold her again?
blindfolding, right?
I assure you,
I don't
nothing
see
will
much
happen.
of a point at this point, to be honest.
But yes, I do.
I do too. So blindfolding and turning her around
It's
a few
fine.
times.
Fine, but make sure it's Claire touching me. I trust her. I don't trust the guys yet.
Okay. All right. And who's gonna activate?
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, through your closed eyes, you see the flash of bright light and the gust of wind, and they lead you into
the
what
river.
should be a wall. Then you're back in another echoey space. There's another bright light, and then the next thing you smell is the river.
Ugh. Don't they ever clean it?
No.
Ugh.
And you can open your eyes, and you're basically facing the river.
So are you guys just dropping me in there, or what's the
No.
deal?
Not
Okay.
really the plan.
Okay, let me explain
Yes.
this. Okay, let me explain the situation to you. Then there is a homeless woman wandering around town. She goes by the name Ida No, Knowe.
Well, there's a fun name.
Yes, and she has this strange affinity with lost objects. His phone, my backpack, her dancing shoes, your sketchbook, and apparently people.
Well, then she had
We're
better
up
have a
against
very
it.
good explanation for taking my freaking sketchbook.
She didn't
And
take it. She
I won't-
found it.
Well, she says she found it.
Found.
I believe her.
I would rather know her explanation as to the people, not the book. Come on.
Yeah.
I want to
think
find
the
out
people
about
are a
the
little
people
bit
as
more
well.
important than
I
the
would
book.
love to know who defaced my book.
Yeah.
That would be a friend.
Okay.
So
That would be someone who had to get the word out that he was in trouble.
Fine. Then he is responsible for cleaning it when you find him.
It's a book.
It is my sketchbook. It is my baby. Your dance shoes are your baby. Your soy crap is your baby. My sketchbooks are mine.
It's a book.
Maybe
But
if you get to know him. Wait, Krista, if you get to know him, you will want to clean your sketchbook yourself and not let him clean it.
Well,
He raises
he's
a
doing
valid
that
point.
to, pictures of dragons and, ugly old women being sketched in the sketchbook, then there might be an issue with him. I'm just saying.
Oh, crying out loud.
Okay, we're looking for a homeless woman with a shopping cart. She's really fast. We need to find her.
Okay, here's a picture of her. And I show Crystal a picture of her on my phone.
Okay.
Strangely taken from a nearby roof.
I've seen her once.
Really?
She I don't know. I just remember her walking down a road, and I thought it was kind of odd. I've never seen a homeless person out here before.
Neither had I.
I just figured maybe, hey, it was something strange I just didn't notice.
She first appeared around September when everything broke loose.
Mm-hmm.
Broke loose?
Yeah, let's just find her, right?
You may find out about This is something you may find out about later.
Pay no
Let's
attention
just
to the
say
explanation.
Let's just say the shit has hit the fan, and there's a lot of shit, and we'll get to that later.
And a really great
Okay.
fan.
The
We're the
trees
people-
will know everything about it.
No.
The trees
The trees are not inside said building. The trees are
No,
outside.
but if the trees know anything, it's fertilizer.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
They speak at great lengths about it.
I
It's a little unnerving.
Can we just find the goddamn woman?
Let's find Ida.
Okay.
We need to find out how she's tied up in this mess.
She's
Okay.
kidnapping people. That's
Are you guys separating or searching as a group?
Not at first. I think we should first get a glimpse of her, and then we can draw a circle around her.
let's at least be smart and do it like.
I was going to
We'll
say.
go the other.
Okay, so it's guys and gals at separate teams.
Well, she doesn't trust you guys, so.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Ah,
Who's going to take which end of River Road?
how can anyone not trust a bad liar?
Because you don't need to grope and lie at the same time.
Who's taking which end?
Hicks and I will start at the south end.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll say
head
that's
upwards.
from Ravenhurst Boulevard south.
Mhm.
And then the girls, you get Ravenhurst Boulevard north.
Awesome.
Can I roll my nosy neighbor?
Yep, that is what you'll be rolling.
Wait a minute, this is along River Road, isn't it? That means, okay, we're starting off at Ravenhurst Boulevard on River Road, and we're going south and they're going north?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, roughly that direction. I mean, it's more like northwest.
Yeah, whatever.
But,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at it as I'm looking at it on the map.
yeah.
Hmm.
In fact, let's see. John, you'll be rolling on Sweats the Small Stuff plus 2 dice.
Our Lady of the Evening Hospital, indeed. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
What's the small stuff plus 2 dice?
Hicks, you'll be rolling just 2 dice.
Mhm.
Krista, you'll be rolling Nosy Neighbor at 3 dice instead of just 1.
Okay.
And Claire, you'll be rolling 2 dice.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
I have a 14.
I
I
got
have
7.
6.
8.
Okay. Okay. John,
Mhm.
you catch a glimpse of her actually entering the parking deck at the visitor center.
Uh-oh.
Ho ho.
What?
Okay.
Oh shit.
The alert goes to Claire immediately,
Okay.
and I send a second alert to Janet just in case.
Okay. Janet says, "Thanks for the heads up."
Okay,
Least
we have
I
to go in
could
the other
do.
direction.
Okay.
Okay. You all head
Give,
down.
and give her a location to go to.
Okay. Yep, the parking deck at the visitor center.
Visitor center.
You all rush down there. Krista, you're a little concerned about why suddenly they're freaking out and heading in this direction. Because they seem a little more concerned than it's just a sighting. But you all tear off down that way. The guys, you of course get there first. You don't see her when you get into the parking deck. Go ahead and give me another roll.
What's
David?
the small stuff plus 2 dice?
Yep, just you two.
Okay, that is an 18.
And a 9.
Okay. Nothing.
Okay, if she's not out here, that would mean she's inside.
Yep,
Oh shit.
you would think.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to have to go in to check. Okay. Confirmed not found. Okay, message to Claire. Confirmed not found outside, checking inside. And then I send a message querying Janet.
Okay, Janet says no one's come in.
Okay, can't go in yet. Okay, we need to keep certain.
Yeah.
Claire and Krista make more rolls.
How many dice?
You're still at 3.
Okay.
Claire, you're still at 2.
Fuck.
Now.
I have an 11.
I have
Okay.
a 3.
Okay. Krista, you think you see her walking past down the alleyway next to, actually down the alleyway between the St. Gulick's Church and the apothecary.
Okay. Claire, look over there, near the church.
What, you saw her?
I think so. Really, really old cart.
Hmm.
She went by the church.
I sent a message to John.
Okay.
Biddy gets around, doesn't she?
We have to wonder how the police got her when they got her.
I think they just stumbled upon her and started asking questions. I think what we need is wheels.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm commandeering the company car.
Oh, crap.
Now remember, we only get one of these.
I know.
Roll well.
Roll really well.
All right, you go down. You come up a few minutes later with the
Black
With the,
SUV.
the black SUV, and you pick up Hicks, and you head north.
We cruise slowly,
Mm-hmm.
so as not to draw attention to ourselves.
Okay. Go ahead
Hicks,
and
check the glove compartment.
I do so.
Probably remote control and no gun, huh?
no. They took the
well.
gun.
They're not gonna
well.
leave you the gun. You have to get your own.
I may just start doing that, just in case.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
You all head north. You go ahead. Give me a roll.
Okay, just plain old menace behind the wheel?
No. To spot.
Oh, sweating
Okay.
the small stuff plus 2.
Yep.
I got 6.
17.
Okay. Well, not you two.
Oh, well.
It's okay, I
Just
got
hold
9
on
too.
to it, though. Okay. You think, you spot what looks to be her skirt scurrying into an alleyway behind the Ravenhurst Area Museum and the
Scurrying.
First Baptist Church. Well, you see a shadow, and then the maroon skirt basically walk into the shadows between the two, between 7 and 8.
Between 7 and 8.
Okay, we got her, right?
Not yet, we don't. Okay, Hicks, get out, get into that alleyway. I'm going around.
I do that. I drop off and run in.
And
Okay.
I pull around.
Okay. As you pull around the corner, Claire, you see cat climbing the wall.
I scared her.
Yeah. No.
You,
Could
you,
she even hear him through the headphones?
Possibly.
Mm.
Why don't we
no.
roll and find out?
No, Brian didn't scare her. I did.
Oh.
Okay. You as you pull around the corner on Ravenhurst, you see Claire and Krista on the corner. They're headed south. Krista and Claire, you see the SUV. Well, Krista, you don't know what it is, but Claire, you recognize the SUV.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to turn, and it's turning a corner rather somewhat hastily.
Give me a roll.
Okay, this is not very hastily. I'm not
Don't
taking
roll
it.
the car.
I am not taking it sideways yet.
Give me a roll.
That's a 9.
Okay, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You're up to 2 dice on that now,
Yes.
so it's not quite as painful.
Not quite as painful.
Not like the backhoe incident.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ironically, still my crowning moment.
Yeah, there's a bit of a squeal as you turn the corner, though, yeah, the SUV squeals tires, turns the corner, and heads south on River Road, and then you stop at the alleyway just as Hicks comes running out.
She got away.
Well, I didn't see her.
She's being slippery.
Hmm.
Have we tried actually just calling her name since she now knows you people?
Not yet.
Somehow, I don't think that would work.
It was an idea.
Well,
If she's talked to you before, perhaps she'd stop to talk to you again.
not impossible. Not impossible.
She said to look for her for lost things. She might have them.
True. I call out to her saying that we lost something else.
You don't see her around.
Damn.
Something tells. I think the nice veneer has officially fallen away.
Don't be so sure.
Okay.
She did that before, that running and turning corners.
Okay. You two manage to get across the street, and you see the SUV in front of you about half a block.
Tell you what. If you see her, tell you what, Claire, you drive.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Well, you can drive,
I'm
can't you?
not a bad driver.
Well, you're probably more sane than I am.
Yeah, you don't get to drive.
No, I make my own shortcuts.
I just use the road there, but I use it in interesting ways.
I just go, hey, look, lawn, Baja.
So why am I taking the car and you're not?
Because I have more mobility without it. Go. Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to take Hicks with you, so he's with the rest of the group.
Yep.
So we're going for a 3-1 split. They're taking the low road, I'm taking the high road, and I have to be in Scotland before them.
Okay. What are you going to scale?
Oh. Let's see. It's going to have to be something facing the River Road area.
Because right now you've got the courthouse and the church right next to you. And, Building 33, which I never wound up naming.
No, we talked about that before. That's more instances of the stone
right.
warehouse.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah. Eric the Half-a-Beast. Well, it's got to be on River Road, whatever it is. So I'm just going to scale a random row house, I guess, and start working from there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another sweats the small stuff roll.
Sweating the small stuff +2?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, thanks. That is a 14.
Okay. Looking around.
And I will phone in the location when I find her.
Okay, you're not finding her. When you scale up onto the top of the row house, you look across at the church, and you're pretty sure one of those gargoyles moved.
Oh no.
Just in case it couldn't get worse.
Okay, I'm going to phone in to Claire. Didn't find her yet. One of the gargoyles on the church moved.
Great.
We'll try to keep in touch. Still looking for Ida. Over and out.
Okay.
Great.
Let's see. Go ahead and give me a nosy neighbor roll.
+2?
Yep. So at 3.
Let's see. 11?
Okay. You point out to the rest of the group that you see her going in an alleyway, St. Puick Street.
Look, over there at St. Puick. She just went down the alley.
Okay, follow her then.
Phoning it in?
Yeah, I'll say.
Yes.
One of them
I'm
can
phoning
send
it
you
in.
a text.
Okay.
I'm not.
Hicks is on phone detail then.
Yeah,
And
I'll see
if I can get down there in any reasonable time.
Yeah, you're just you'll have to get down on the street and cross over the street.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'm not going to jump off the building this time either. It didn't work too well last time. Am I still at 3 dice for that?
No, go ahead and roll on 4.
Okay, 4 dice. 12. Only a 12.
Better than last time.
I am disappointed. I am disappointed.
Yep.
You're alive. Let's just work from there and go.
Okay, you guys pull up at the mouth of the alleyway, and yeah, the vehicle won't fit down the alley.
Can I try and call out to her?
Okay.
You can.
Okay, I want to yell at her that I wanted to thank her for finding my sketchbook.
Okay. Do you use her name?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but as you call out down the alleyway, a form moves out of the shadows, and it's her pushing her cart, and she comes up almost even with the SUV door, and she's like, "What was that, dearie?"
I wanted to thank you for finding my sketchbook. It means an awful lot to me.
Oh, no problem, my dear. I'm always happy to help.
Yeah, my friend Claire told me that I should give you the thanks for finding it.
Oh, I'm always happy to help those that are lost, my dear.
Hmm.
Thank you very, very much. I think Claire had a question for you. She wanted to know if you found something else.
And she looks over the basically around Krista at you, Claire, in the driver's seat. John, go ahead and give me a parkour monkey roll.
Let's see if I get down there in time.
I was gonna say, get here, John.
Hurry!
A mere 13. These
Okay.
dice are cooling on me. I'll need to get a new bunch, I think, soon.
You actually come around the corner, but instead of just running around the corner, you do it with a little bit of panache. You jump up, grab the street light, and kind of flip around the corner, tuck and roll, and come up running down the sidewalk. Let's see. And you run up and you stop just short, and again Ida goes, oh my dear, you young ones sure do get about, don't you?
Yes, we do.
We get about.
We have a vehicle.
He doesn't.
No, he's special.
I thought I could move faster without
Special
it.
breed of person.
She's like, anyway, yes, Claire, was it? What were you missing, my dear?
How do I even deal with I know this is gonna sound really off the wall, but is there a possibility there might be a person in there?
In where?
In the bag where all those lost items tend to turn up.
Oh.
John says in this coldly matter-of-fact manner.
Who are you looking for? What are you looking for?
There is a man whose nickname is Lunchbag.
Lunchbox.
Who names their kid Lunchbox?
Lost.
And another
It's
one.
not his real name.
And he's with two friends, I think. Maybe.
Lunchbox.
Lunch.
Phoenix.
I have a lunchbox. Several, in fact.
Mhm.
A person.
How do you find these items?
Things that go missing find their way to me. Though I think I remember the lad that you're talking about.
Yes.
Hold on a moment, my dear. And she pushes some stuff out of the way and reaches into the cart. She goes in pretty much head first this time, and you can hear her struggling and grunting a bit. But out she comes, dragging Lunchbox from the bottom of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And he is unconscious. She pulls him out, and she says, "Is this the young man you're missing?"
Yes, it is.
Yeah, thank you.
And this raises a whole bunch of other questions, unfortunately.
One of them being, is there some guy named Scott in there too? Maybe. Corey. No, that's not Corey. That's
No,
Phoenix.
it's Phoenix.
Phoenix, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got that one right.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
I believe he was with this young man when I found them. Hold on just a moment. And she reaches back in.
Can I nosy neighbor to see if I can see her feet while she's digging around?
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Do it three dice or one?
You're at only one now.
Okay. 5.
Uh, yep, you see some pretty worn work boots actually kicking as she leans
Anything
over the
unusual
car.
about it?
No.
Hmm.
And she comes back out lugging Phoenix, also unconscious.
Hmm.
Where did you find them, and why are they in there?
People and lost souls and lost things, they find their way to poor old Ida. I came across these two young boys in an alley. They seemed a bit out of it. They
That would
I
be
asked
them.
them I asked them if they were lost, and they said yes.
Can
So
you
you
explain
stuck them
lost
in the
souls?
bag then?
So Ida took care of them.
By
Ida takes
knocking them
care.
out?
Ida takes care of lost things until people come looking for them.
Hmm. And is there someone else? Was there someone else with them?
No,
Hmm.
just these two boys.
There is a
Is there
problem
anybody
there,
else
though.
in there at all? Any other living creature?
Bound to be.
Possibly yes.
Almost certainly, in fact. And that's the problem.
Problem.
Hmm.
Yes, you have a decidedly unnatural talent for finding lost things.
Yeah.
I
Very
don't so much
helpful.
find them, my dear, as they find me.
Any idea why?
No, my dear, it's just always been this way.
Hmm. Might there be some children in there, maybe?
I I I have rescued a few children in my day, yes.
Are they still in there?
If nobody's come looking for them, probably.
You didn't cook them, did you?
Oh heavens,
No,
no!
she's taking care of them.
Do you think we could meet them?
Uh, we could bring them to their parents if you could give them.
We'd be more than happy to help you find where
Well,
their
I can.
parents are.
Are you saying you wish to be lost as well?
No.
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 Quite
no,
quite the
no,
contrary.
no,
We
no,
wish to.
No, 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 no.
no.
We
No, we
wish
like to
to
be very much
find them.
found. Um,
I can only find specifics.
Hmm.
Which is kind of as I expected. However, anything lost, you tend to stick away like that.
Yes.
Interestingly, the police reports on this woman who have been occasionally picking her up for vagrancy only started around September.
Yeah, that's true. Did you find anything before in summer or spring this year?
I always find things. Ida's been finding things for years, my boy.
Hmm. Great.
Aren't you so cute? Well, if that'll be all, Ida'll be moving on.
wait,
Well, one moment. You have a phone in there, and I describe the phone.
And now he thinks.
Um,
I'm
She-
terribly
I'd
sorry.
like-
We swore about losing phones.
I'd like to give it to you as a present, so we can reach you when you need you. What do you think about that?
I don't know about that, my dear. I don't understand these
When-
newfangled toys you youngsters have.
Is it because
Oh, I
it's
assure you they're
now
very
been
useful.
found?
What was that?
Is it because it's now been found? If it stayed lost, would you be able to figure it out?
No, I don't understand them.
You just press the green button when it
Mhm.
makes sounds.
Right.
That's it. And put it up to your ear.
And she has to keep it. She has to keep it charged though.
If
Ah,
you
yeah,
all
that's true.
if you all need to find Ida, Ida's always around.
Could you tell me
Okay.
how best to get a hold of you if I needed to ask you a question?
The easiest way would be to lose something.
Fair enough.
Something addressed to Ida.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
Is
Hicks, does that mean you want your phone back?
Well, yes. Let's
Okay.
see.
Might as well for the time. Might as well for the time being.
Yeah. As a backup, if I lose the other one.
She reaches in, pulls out one phone. She's like, no, that's an iPhone 6.
Those haven't even come out yet.
Hicks is like, oh, wait!
Wait, the iPhone 6 is mine!
No. Put it away. The finder,
says-
the one who lost it will come for it eventually.
She's like, I don't know. I find a lot of those in bars.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches in and she pulls out your phone and hands it to you.
Great. Thank you. One more thing. Did you find some guy named Vic Charnetsky, maybe?
No.
No, I
No?
think he's still. I think he's still out and about. He's opening chicken franchises.
Okay. So that's good then.
Yet I suppose you found his sense of taste.
I'm sorry.
I think he was making a joke there.
Were you missing one, dear?
Well, I wasn't, but he might be.
She looks at your spandex and sweatpants and black fingerless gloves and says, "Whatever you say, dear." And she grabs her cart and turns back around and heads off into the alleyway.
Okay, we got two people to stow in the back seat then.
Mm-hmm. Then we got to get some milk.
We have an infirmary.
We do.
Yep.
So I do good?
Yes, thank you.
You yeah.
Would you like a cookie?
I'm still worried about leaving her out there, but if she can turn up things like that, she might be useful to us.
Mm-hmm. And I still believe her that she's not a danger.
No, on the contrary, I think she's very dangerous.
Yeah.
If she can just stow away people like that when she finds them.
Oh.
Yeah, when they are lost.
Yeah.
Perhaps it
Just
would
put it-
be
just
wise
put
to
it
look
in
up
now.
missing
Start it.
child cases.
Yes.
There's
Definitely.
an idea. We bring to her.
Because she
a
has
whole
to look
bunch of
for
missing-
specific things.
Mm-hmm.
So we need a
If they're
description.
actually
We need a
lost.
description. Yeah.
Okay,
and-
those
and-
are not hard to come by. I think there's whole networks dedicated to keeping their descriptions on hand.
Yeah, but we also need to make sure that we are not connected with finding the
Yeah,
missing
probably
people.
a bad idea, especially because the police have been watching you, John, for quite a while now.
They haven't been watching me for quite a while. I'm pretty sure. I think.
Says the guy that was one of the suspects back in September.
Yeah.
All those files have suspiciously disappeared.
Yeah.
What the missing children cases or
No,
them? Yeah.
the strange ape man cases.
I am not strange. No, wait.
Monkey Man!
He's a
According to
bunny.
Jane, he's Bunny Man.
Okay. So yeah, you get them stowed in the infirmary. Okay. Well, how are you getting to the infirmary?
Well, I think we're just going to have to take the regular overland route driving. Just
Yeah,
the
right.
six
And
of
we
us.
are just dropping our esteemed guest off at the campus, I think. So that she
No,
gets
no,
home.
no, no. No,
we're
ever,
not.
nope,
We
nope,
have a stage on the way.
everyone's riding to base.
Okay, so but yeah, we have the blindfold with us. That's a good thing then.
No, we're not going to need that this time.
No?
Actually, come to think of it, actually we might. So, yeah, this will be a short drive. But we are
Okay.
going to ask that you remain blindfolded throughout.
Fine.
Okay. Yep. Takes less than 2 minutes. You hear a bit of a stone on stone grinding noise, and the vehicle goes in a downward trajectory, and
There are a
then
few downward trajectories.
yeah, and then you're parked. And they say, okay, you can open your eyes. You open your eyes. The vehicle is
In the
parked
morning?
It's like a
in,
trip van.
in
In
an
front of the desk.
all-white room.
Sorry.
We're sidetracked just a smidge.
Mhm.
Shiny thing.
No, more like loud thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the you're parked in a room again, all painted white. There's a door, one door. There's a ramp leading up opposite the door, and then kind of in front of the door is a glass and steel desk with a red-headed woman with short hair and large glasses is sitting behind the desk.
Hello.
Has Brad come in yet?
Yes, he's
All right.
waiting in interview room 1.
All right. Claire, you know her best.
Krista, come with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Hicks and I will drop by the lab briefly to see if the professor's tests have come up with anything.
Yes.
Okay. You, Claire, escort her to the interview room. Brad is sitting there in his formal attire of brown robe with a rope belt covering his head in front of the video cameras, which are trained on the seat opposite him. He motions to Krista to have a seat in the opposite chair, and he turns to you, Claire, and says, "You may go."
Have fun.
Wait, what?
He's not dangerous, I promise.
Okay.
Um, so are you guys just going to leave the other two in the back seat?
We're going to get them to come to think of it. Yeah. Actually,
There's no rush. They're just
as
asleep.
long as we're in
He's
here,
asleep. Who cares? Whatever.
gurneys. It seems like
Okay.
the more appropriate way to move them.
Okay. All right. So you guys will handle talking to the professor. The results are still out. They won't be back in probably till tomorrow.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Then we wheel a couple of beds out to the SUV,
Okay.
unload the cargo, and get it into the infirmary.
Okay. Meanwhile, Krista, Brad looks at you and very calmly starts to talk. He's like, "I would like you to just relax. Things are no longer hectic or stressful. I would like to offer you a chance to learn everything that you have been curious about. as far as the, I believe you called it a club that the others are involved with, and even offer you membership in it as well. There's only a couple things that need to be accomplished for that to happen.
Fair enough.
First of all, I am going to speak with you a little while, figure out exactly how you came to be here. We'll go back over everything that has happened to you since September, and I'll record it here for our own records. And then you will be given a very simple task. Just find your way back here.
Okay.
To this location. I believe you have already been given enough information to be able to find it on your own. Ooh.
Yes, she has. Yes, she has.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Plenty.
The problem is it's going to be blanked.
It's gonna be what?
Blanked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So the only information I will give you is for you to remember, and this is the only thing that you will remember, is to check out the Illuminati Museum. And now, if you can tell me just everything that has happened to you between now and September the everything that has happened between then and now. And basically, as you start to talk and describe all the weird crap you've seen, you get a lot more detailed than even you would normally. You actually start to relive the moments as you're describing them. And as you start getting towards the end and this entire thing with Ida, you start feeling a little drowsy. And you fall asleep.
Okay.
Okay. You will wake up, and it will be the next day. However, you will not have any memory of any of these conversations with. The last thing you remember is meeting up with Hicks, or being scheduled to meet up with Hicks.
And I'm glad he's away from the camera for that bit.
You will have absolutely no memory of Ida or any of that. You just have this vague recollection of something important about the Illuminati Museum.
She will also have no recollection of me. Victory!
Yep. The last memory you have is meeting up with Hicks at the, or being scheduled to meet up with Hicks at the Drafty Kilt.
Which place?
The Drafty Kilt. The
Okay.
first meeting.
First one.
And so for you, at least a good 2 or 3 days has gone by.
Okay. So basically, I just figured out I'm late for that and have absolutely no idea why.
Yep. And you're also late for your show.
Goody.
You don't remember doing your show.
Well, thank God, because nobody bought anything, and if I had receipts for stuff bought then, there would be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
You do have your grade, though.
Well, that's good. So clearly something must have happened.
Yes.
One other thing before Brad leaves,
Uh-huh.
unless he's seeing to getting her put to bed.
Well, the whole interview process takes about 3 to 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. I'll wait for that.
When he comes out, he says to Claire, "I'll need your help to get her back to her dorm room."
Okay.
One other thing before you go, I just need to show you this. Did you know about this in the kitchen? And I'll activate the portal for him.
He's like, no, I didn't.
This leads to a little octagonal room that leads to 7 locations around Ravenhurst.
Except one of them isn't opening.
Yeah,
Like,
I
we
said,
hear it trying to do something, but it hasn't opened. All the other places, we know where it is.
Also, there's a whole alternate tunnel network I ought to show you. It's great. But that I think will have to wait for another time. You need to put Krista to bed.
Okay. He backs away from the portal, looking very confused, which is disturbing from your sage.
Yes, it would be.
And
Okay. Pop the portal shut.
Okay.
And that's why I keep my ring with the sigil inside, so I can high-five the portal to open it.
He's like, okay. He's like, yeah, let me go see to Krista.
And so, we can confab about this later.
Yep. Pretty much it for this week.
Okay.
Those two will be in the infirmary. They're basically in a coma,
yes.
state.
Right.
And will be until their characters see fit to return.
Right. And gee, I hope we don't have a lot more of these. I'd have to stack them like cordwood. We'll have to get a doctor in here to administer fluids as necessary.
Well, the professor can take care of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I imagine the professor would know how to do that.
Okay, that's good.
And come on, he made a zombie rat with E. coli. I'm pretty sure you can figure out an IV bag.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I can, Ellie, if you want, we can work through you getting your memory back tonight, or we can schedule some other time to go over it. It would probably be beneficial to get it done before the next gaming session, just so that everyone starts off on the same foot.
It would probably be worth it for me to get it done tonight then.
Okay.
I don't know when else I'll be able to do that.
Cool.
No
I'll stick around. That's cool. I'll stick around in kibitz.
Okay.
Of course.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and cut us off air for now.
Okay.
I have to pee. I'll be back.